Sickening Radiance is good.
Yeah, it can put you to half speed, then you have disadvantage on your attacks the third round if you keep getting the radiation levels.
Yeah.
Although I think if the spell goes away, all the radiation levels go away, or exhaustion, so that's the only bad part. I don't think they're ongoing.
Oh yeah, the light makes it possible. Okay, the light in any levels of exhaustion caused by the spell go away when the spell ends. Yeah, you're right.
Just kind of the balancing thing of it, because exhaustion is a B.
Yeah.
Are you hopping in the game, Carly?
Oh, whoops. I always forget to do that. I'm like, yeah, I'm here.
Well, that's fine. Let me message Glenn. Although, I'm not sure what we're gonna do with just 3 of you.
Yeah, it's I mean, even with 4 of us, would we still try to pull off the rock concert?
It's not the concert that is. I mean, like, this concert's probably just going to be some skill checks, but it's probably going to be a big battle.
Yeah, it's the onslaught of fire giants running at us.
At the moment, yeah.
Because of a big concert.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I don't think we have any background characters that we could use for NPCs to, like, replace people. Do we have any sidekicks in this game? I guess we got
Just
Raldo.
our ranger friend, yeah, and our
Raldo isn't
boulder
too
bottom.
bad.
Yeah, I guess for today we're gonna find out just how tanky I am. I've been running my mouth a lot lately, so we're gonna see how much it actually is worth.
Yeah. Hey, Uzlug's got armor now, so she's
Well, that's
a little
true.
bit
That's
tankier.
right. You have armor.
But she's only like 1 point, 1 point
I will-
tankier than she is without
well,
armor.
AC is still, plus 1 AC is not 1 point of HP. It's it's still pretty good.
Exactly. She's got a lot of health too, so as long as it's not spells coming at her, she's good.
All right.
Welcome.
Hey.
Hello.
So yeah, like I was saying, we only have 3 of you, at least till Miri gets here. Not sure if we want to do something besides the rock concert.
Start some shit. Let's start some shit.
No combat though, because we have to be nice and fresh for the concert.
Well, yeah, I guess we could use Raldo and maybe just try to... It's too bad you didn't get that Chad giant.
We also
Yeah.
could go back to the item, the noble guy, just maybe trade some of the items we got.
Do that. Uzlug's not going to be very helpful in that circumstance, but yeah.
See if any of the see if any of the stuff we got is,
Yeah, I mean those fiery gauntlets are nice and all, but aren't they just immune to fire?
The giants are, but not everything is.
yeah. Okay, that's a.
We'll
that's
be
a good
fighting
way.
other things.
Yeah, just like as I'm going around, just like drag my hands along the building, set them on fire.
I mean, I'm sure you'll fight something at some point that isn't immune to fire.
No, yeah, I was just saying for this specific encounter, me going and trying to buff myself with Gauntlets of Flaming Fury is not going to be enough. Because I'm going to need a decent amount of damage output, and because we're not auto-critting. though anymore because our mass hold monster
Yeah,
guy
our
is,
CC.
yeah, it's
Oh,
it's
man.
not here. Those crits were really nice. Those crit, like, 2 turns, pop some
Yeah, and just also not getting swarmed by a
mites,
bunch of
get there
giants
real
at once.
quick.
Oh no. We could do like explore the caves a little bit. I don't know. Find some monsters to hunt.
There was that drow that I met also. Go see what he's selling.
Yeah,
He was a merchant.
we got a
Have some
couple
sort?
of options. Well, looks like Hohenheim was supposed to be scribed today. It's convenient that he's missing.
I thought he wanted the points though.
I don't know. So we're missing Hohenheim and Chomsky today.
I could do scribe because I have a 3-day weekend coming up. So
Alright, sure, I'll do loose log.
not that I need the point or anything. So if someone else needs the point, then go for it. I don't.
Actually,
I
yeah,
think
can I
have 10.
volunteer?
Sure, go for it.
For the point then.
Yeah, you were missing a few games, so. Alright, Malin then. Wait, weren't you the previous scribe?
Oh yeah, I was. Okay, well, I mean, yeah. Okay, if Glenn wants to
I mean,
do
I
it,
guess
then,
if you're lowest on story points, you can do it again.
I think I'm full up on story points. I think I have 9 or 10. So
no, if Glenn wants to do it, because I'm at 8. Like I said, I'll gladly, I do want to get 10, but if Glenn has less, then all
Oh.
means, definitely.
Nah, go
oh,
for it.
I have 9 story points. That's right, because I think I spent 1 last time.
Alright, so I guess Malin, you're taking that. Malin,
Okay.
you're on Quartermaster as well.
Yep.
This
was-
is your second
that was
week
a
on it.
That was a fun session last time. That was I was like, hey, does anyone else want to be quartermaster? Everyone's like dead silent. They're like, oh well, okay, I'll take it. What's the big deal? I was like, oh, today was the loot session day. Today was the day I had to go and really cook it as the quartermaster.
Put on your banker cap, break out the calculator. Alright, well, why don't you give a recap of last game?
All right, so we start stuck in the vault. Don't worry, we have a certified bulldozer available. I transform, slap some land hands into Uslag, Graham Chomsky, and haul ass to the nearest window to the north of the building. Chomsky and Glennon make us invisible as we run. As we start clustering into a corner, I try to sneak over with, the Pink Panther theme randomly playing as I go into the corner. However, I am a 7-foot-tall behemoth, so unfortunately, stealth was definitely not part of my handbook, and the giants start wising up that we are invincible. Just as we're about to get caught with a magnificent flourish, we all cluster around Glenn, who casts a graceful teleport. Hohenheim creates an illusion of a massive butt, and we teleport back to our hideout. We then proceed to dump all our loot into the middle of the room and proceed to divvy up the goodies. Chomsky is a pro with lockpicking and opens up the chests real easy, and we're quite stacked with our loot. Basically, Halloween came early, because we're in April then. We then resume / start working some projects. I try to beat Chad and ask Diddy out on a date. We go frolicking through the park. Well, it was mostly me. Venue is actually where we're gonna have our concert, and there's some good intel. I made sure to cut the mental link, otherwise I definitely would have heard some smoochy smooch and kissing noises over it from the others. I'm kind of smooth with it, and get a peck on the cheek from Diddy, but I can't get ahead of myself too much. We still got a job and a great concert coming up. Of course, the MVP was Glenn.
Alright. Thank you for that recap. So I think we left off at the 6th of spring at 8 p.m., according to my notes here. The concert was supposed to be tomorrow, which it still can be. I mean, we have time to do things in the evening and possibly in the morning tomorrow. So yeah, what do you guys think? What do you want to do with the day right now? and go looking
We
for
still
some
have
trouble.
Didn't we still have to make some friends with the guard? Or does that come after?
Yes, that is another side mission to try to get intel on one of the guards for the Molten Chapel, or get info on the 3 and choose which one you think you want to try to bribe, and then approach them and make them an offer. But it's risky, because if you if they don't take the offer, then they might reveal to the giants what you're doing. So that was a side mission, yeah.
So we have that.
Unless I modified their memories so that none of it ever happened.
Yeah, you could do that.
Honestly, yeah, that's probably that's really
Back up.
yeah, I'm down for that. I think that makes sense. I mean, the city is on ultra high alert right now, so
Yeah, you all have become quite the wanted people within this city.
Modify their memory so that we're not the upper city dwellers you're looking for.
Yeah,
We can
Yeah.
go about our
you're
business.
not the most wanted.
Yes, we're not the most wanted people that you're looking for. We can go about our business.
Alright, so is that what you wanted to do? That side mission?
Yeah, I think that
yeah, I
sounds
think
good.
that's
Alright, so...
Probably have Raldo with us just in case we come across any trouble. Maybe.
Alright, let me look at my notes for a moment.
Did we what kind of rest did we have since the encounter?
I don't think we've rested yet. Maybe a short rest. If you want, you could have spent a short rest, but we haven't long rested yet.
Oh yeah, it looks like I spent a short rest because I'm down some hit dice. So
Oh yeah, no, we.
and I was pretty low.
Yeah.
At the end of that fight, so.
Do you track your short rests as a resource?
I do. I I forgot to do that.
Yeah,
Oh, I think it takes it. No, it doesn't. I thought it did it automatically.
No, you can set it up to recharge them on a long rest, but yeah, the button isn't connected to the resource. I'm not sure how that would work.
If we did a short rest, you also would have all gotten my Song of Rest.
Get that
Oh,
2
nice.
hit
For an
points.
extra 2 HP.
So let's go.
That's good because I wasn't quite at full, so gets me a little closer.
Aha.
Every bit helps.
More importantly, I get my bardic inspiration.
All right, yeah, let's
Ooh, I will say, I do not have the spell slots for modify memory. So if we were going to want to rely on that,
we need a
I
long
do
rest,
not.
and we do not. Wait. So is the plan we go and do the concert, and as we're doing the concert, big heist on the Molten Chapel occurs, or?
No, the concert is a screen for them to steal something else they need for the big heist.
Gotcha. Okay, so, and the guard is for the big heist, right?
Yeah, I mean, all this is working towards the big heist. But,
Yeah, so we don't have to do the guard before the concert.
And actually, Boulder Bottom will tell you, I can probably get us out of this city if we want to continue towards the tower. Like, we don't have to be helping these guys or freeing any of these Dwager.
Yeah, this is sort of a we got sidetracked a little.
But it's so
But
much
I do want to
fun.
get to that tower.
Well,
I kind of feel like we owe it to we need to help these people.
As well.
But
just let you know, we have options.
If we do want to help the people, one of the things we could that would make the revolution easier, and we're talking about, was bring all the 4 noble families together in unison for a revolt, we could try and make maybe get an introduction to one of the other noble families.
We have one so far, right?
Yeah, and it
you
was
have the
the-
Kesbin.
Yep,
The
and
ones
he
who
is-
are most antagonistic towards the giants.
Yeah, they are firmly on our side.
Yeah, I think I have in my journal from
Yeah, I
Was it
think
2
he
weeks
told
ago?
you about the other
The other family.
families.
Yeah, there was one that
are-
he's friendly with, and then there's one that we definitely will not be able to get on our side, most likely.
Yeah, there's the Deep Axe and the Pitchfire, who are kind of antagonistic towards each other, though neither of them has much love for the giants. Still, they also don't hate the giants like this guy does. So that's going to be kind of tough. The fourth family, you don't have any information on yet. I don't think he told you about them.
And from my understanding, if I remember right, he kind of, in not so many words, alluded to the fact that, like, if they're not going to join us, you might want to get rid of them.
And he didn't suggest destroying the entire family, but just taking out the head of the family.
Yeah.
So that they,
Until we got
yeah.
until we got somebody that was a little bit more.
like some Game of Thrones kind of stuff
Yeah.
going on.
I like that
So-
idea a lot. I love that idea. But again, I'm a big fan of being big bulldozer through a family. But yeah, we're trying to be fresh for tomorrow. So let's try to I guess talk to the other two families. Be a little surreptitious about this. And
Well, I assume they didn't mean like for tonight. I think what they meant was just in the future, right?
right.
Yeah.
Is there a chance that one of the families are using those guards that are in front of the multiple chapel? Like, instead of us trying to buy off an individual guard, the family's on our side already. It's a wink, wink contact.
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed that. What did you say?
Well, those like we're trying like there's 3 guards. Instead of potentially just trying to bribe them solo off, we can have one of them probably belong to a family. So if we get them to join our side, then
the guards, the chapel guards aren't part of any of the families. I mean, they come from districts, but they're not actually like members of any noble family.
Oh, it's just a random.
They're just basically paid by the kind of like overall government to and the giants to kind of help out in guarding the place. But no,
Okay, well,
they're not part of any of the families. They're just citizens of the of this underground city.
all right. Well, I mean, we can tackle that at a later time. I'm for going to convince one of the families, another family, to join us today, or right now. At
Yeah.
least.
So there are a couple ways you can kind of deal with the guards. You can either just try to talk to them to find out things about them. You could use your contacts to get information on them, or maybe like try to spy on them or something, or like any other way you can come up with. But that's just a few suggestions on how you could learn more about these different guards. They also have different shifts, and the shifts might also, depending on which shift you do the heist during, might have different effects on the heist.
Okay.
Yeah. But you said you're gonna do what now?
My vote was for. I mean, we can also get some intel on the guards beforehand, but my vote was for let's convince the family to join us.
Go talk to one of the families?
Maybe the Deep Axe family. He seems to think that they would be a little bit more likely to
Yeah,
join us.
he has an in with the Deep Axe. He doesn't really with the Pitchfire, so that would require contacts probably.
Okay.
So yeah, that's something you could do today if you wish.
All right. I mean,
Yeah.
let's start with the easier one then, the Deepax.
Right. So you're trying to speak with them tonight. He would say also, the other kind of dangerous thing. Well, actually, you're not talking to him right now, but when you did talk to him, there's no real secret way to get to that part of the city. You'll have to go through the halls, which is above ground. Well, above, like in the actual city area. So you have to go through the tunnel up there. So you might need disguises, or at least some sort of convincing deception, because there are like kind of checkpoints through the different parts of the city.
Well,
I can invisibility 3 of us. There's only 3 of us, right?
Yeah. So, well,
Yep.
unless we want to take Raldo with us, but
he's
Raldo
good
can-
at staying hidden.
Yeah, and he's he's a dwarf. He can.
He'd probably just go off and find his own way there, maybe.
Yeah, he's stealthy. He says, I can probably get past the checkpoints. It might just take a little longer. Obviously, being invisible and walking through those huge gates is probably the easiest way.
So I can
Alright.
use a 4th level spell slot to invis the 3 of us.
All right.
Alright.
That sounds pretty good.
So I assume you're gonna do that kind of when you're getting towards the street level, not in your layer. right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
All right. So some time is passing. How long does that last?
Invisibility.
I think an hour, right?
Yep, to an hour.
All right. So it's about 9 o'clock when you get to the street level up here. You would see the massive archway with a couple of Dwager kind of checking people as they walk through. You probably would also see a fire giant just kind of stroll through, not taking much note of the dwarves or any of the other stuff. Right now you're kind of hidden in a back alley, keeping an eye out. So you're going to cast invisibility and just go through the giant archway, hoping they don't notice.
I
Quick
would,
question.
try to be as quiet as I could, personally. But
Who gives us the mental link of the party?
That
Hohenheim.
was Hohenheim.
God damn it! All right.
I guess we could say he's in the background if you want to bring him, but then that would be another person to invis.
I can't.
I mean, I think we all know where we're trying to get to, so if we do get separated, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Raldo says we could also try to lie our way through. The only danger is that we might be recognized, or at least you all probably, or you all might be. I know the fire giants have seen you a few times, but I don't think your faces are well known to the people as a whole, are they?
The ones that have seen us. Oh yeah,
Glenn-
yeah,
Glenn
okay,
put
yeah.
on
They did survive.
Glenn put on quite a show a couple times, so
He says, "Oh, yeah, that would make sense then." And
we'll
it's
stick
not.
to invis. We'll wing it. We'll stick to invis.
Yeah, we should have some sort of
Oh, wait.
signal.
I am beloved. They should let me through.
You're beloved enough for someone to sell you out on your concert, so I'm not sure about that one.
As
Someone
well,
snitched on you.
Call that
maybe
Plan B.
maybe a bribe. Raldo says. I mean, I can't imagine these guards are all completely above board. For enough gold, they might, turn the other way.
I can bribe them with the power of song.
That's a good plan B. That's a good plan B.
All right, so you're turning everyone invisible. Final answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should definitely, before we do that, I mean, we should, have some sort of signal, because since we don't have our mental link, and if we, like a bird or something.
How about I just growl like a wolf?
That might make some people concerned.
I mean, you can kind of track where each other are moving if you stay close enough and watch for like the footprints and sounds of walking.
Well, that's true. I do have advantage on that.
Okay.
If you're
You can hold
stealthing
hands.
though, that can be really. Yeah, that's true. I guess you could hold hands too.
All right, everybody, group up. Get your buddy.
Everyone hold hands. It's not actually.
Honestly,
a bad
we
idea.
might as well just hold hands. Honestly, I mean, there's no reason not to.
All right.
All right.
Unless we have
So
to, maneuver through a crowd or something. That might be a little tricky. But...
there's not too many people here at this time. Actually, it's mostly dead, other than a few coming in and going out, probably going to the different sections of the city. So you would cast Invis, heading up towards the gate. So attempting to stealth, I'll give you advantage. 'cause
Holding
no
hands.
one- yeah, and holding hands. I'll give you all advantage on this because they didn't see you cast it and they're not expecting you. Give me stealth checks DC 5.
Shisha.
Ooh, look at us.
Do I have disadvantage or?
It would be a wash for you
Wash, okay.
because you, I assume, have heavy armor unless you left it home.
No. Oh, that's close.
Alright, so there's some clomping. A couple of guards are like, does anyone hear that? But luckily, they don't really put two and two together. And you kind of move into this large tunnel, which currently has some dwarves walking through it. Staying invisible, you continue moving north. Every now and then you would also see a fire giant kind of going back and forth. Through the tunnel.
Assholes.
There are some mushrooms, there are archways. There are actually a couple of dwellings in this tunnel as well. Wonder who lives out here. Kind of a, like a dirt path more than a road, but level. Looks like a bunch of carts have gone over it. They don't really have to worry about mud down here. But you come to another checkpoint. Let's see, how far was that? Oh, that's pretty far. I'll say you're about a half hour into invisibility. Apparently that was a long walk. That was like a mile.
That's pretty. We're doing good still. I mean,
But you're trying to stealth past here as well?
Yep.
Alright, give me some stealth checks. It seems like the guards here are a little bit more aware, so the DC is going to be 10. They're kind of keeping an eye out here.
stealthy boys.
Alright, so you once again move past undetected and come into a new area of the city that's extremely large. In the center of the city, kind of looming over everything, is a massive structure, which you can see, so I'll kind of reveal it.
Wow. Crazy.
It is.
Ooh.
Yeah. You do see...
Place.
Yeah, this is the place. So most of the dwarves are staying far away from that place, kind of moving along the sides here through the streets of the neighborhood. You know that you have to go west.
Okay.
So I assume you're going this way as well. Still invisible. Getting low on time though. You get to another gate. And, another set of stealth checks. Again, DC 5, though.
I'm gonna flash a genius that.
Okay.
Which brings me to 6.
Alright.
Yeah, perfect.
So you go through, making your way down the tunnel. And unfortunately, around this time, your invisibility would wear off.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Sorry, one of my dogs was making noises. I think she's having a dream.
Aw.
How many more of these can you spam, Glenn?
2.
No, we're gonna
But
need
we
some
do
on the
want
way
to
back.
save your energy for any sort of... Yeah, definitely.
Alright,
On the
so
way back, maybe.
another checkpoint is coming up. Another gate.
All right, time to get the bribes out.
You're gonna bribe them, talk. You probably are less known in this part of the city. But you can also use invisibility again if you like. What do you want to do?
Time for
Is there a line?
At this point, there is a little bit of a line kind of going in and coming out because people are finishing for the day. It's actually getting kind of late, so the line isn't that long. It's probably about 10:20 at this point in the evening.
I would line up because I am wanting to pay attention to the reasons other people say as to why they need passage through.
Give me a perception check. DC, I guess you're trying to stand pretty far back to be unnoticed. So I'll say DC, what's your passive, 20? Oh, you might hear it anyway. Give me a, stealth or deception.
Oh yeah, I know which one I'm on.
I'll say DC 15.
Are we all...
Okay.
Okay,
doing
here's
this?
this automatic.
No, I think it's just Glenn
Just Glenn.
trying to like keep his ear out and get a little closer. Most of the people going through are going through because they're going home from work. It seems they work in different parts of the city. And they're traveling to their... And at this point, there's very few people left because it's pretty late. There are a couple of people who are going to go for recreation to different halls. So yeah, those are the main two you kind of hear, like recreational travel and work. Like going home.
And what's the feeling? The bottom axe is who we're looking for?
Deepax.
Deepax. Do we know the family head's name or a contact name?
Yes. The name is Mormuk Deepax.
Alright. Okay.
Alright, so what do you want to do?
Yeah, he'd approach.
Sorry, what did you say?
He would approach.
Alright, so you wait for your turn, and the Dwager kind of waves you over. You look like yourself, right?
Yes.
Kind of does a double take. He says, and who are you? Don't see many elves down here. Half elf? Whatever you are. Says, what's your name?
He chuckles and is like, "You've got an astute eye, my friend." He points and the name is Glenn Whisperwind. Pleasure to meet you. I'm here to see Mormok Deepak.
Is that your statue back there? The one with the face? He points to Malin.
I presume not.
Are you all together? You're a strange looking group.
If they're out in the open, yes. These are my 2 bodyguards. I am a traveling merchant. I'm here with some goods that I think, I'm hoping that Mr. Deepax will find interesting.
Says, do you have an appointment to speak with him? It's kind of late in the day.
I don't, unfortunately. It's I'm new to these parts. I didn't think the travel from the other quadrant over to here would take so long. so I mistimed my journey. Unfortunately, I'm hoping that they'll still see the kindness in their heart to give me a quick visit, allow me a quick visit.
Give me a deception check. DC 15. So he kind of looks you over. And he says, and where are you coming in from? He says, are you a resident in the city, or are you from somewhere else?
I am. No, not resident in the city. It's been a glorious visit to see the amazing city built by your people. But no, I'm actually a topsider.
This is from the surface? I didn't think we were letting
Yes.
any of those in.
Well, I have been thankfully able to talk and sing my way into the good graces of the guards I've met so far. If y'all fancy a tune, I'll be more than happy to play one for you.
Says, I think I'm okay. Says, well, you know, there's some paperwork involved in stuff like this. You know, merchants can't just go wherever they want at all hours of the night. You think he's lying. And he says, it's gonna cost you a little bit if you want to get past. He says, I can make all that paperwork go away for a measly 50 gold pieces.
Oh yeah, we can definitely do that. Uslux is muttering to Melon.
Yeah. That's,
Yes. I understand, and I appreciate you humoring me so late at night. I applaud the work ethic of you and your friends here. That, of course, is more than fair. And he'll hand them a pouch with 50 gold.
Alright, so the dwarf greedily takes it and counts out the coins and kind of nods to the other dwarf on guard. He says, alright, go ahead in. You know where the Deep Axe Halls are, right? Where the estate is?
It was my first time here. I'm sure I could find it, but I wouldn't want to bother anyone by wandering around. Could you point me in the right direction?
Says, yeah, it's just north of the forge, which isn't lit up right now because the giants turned it off and headed back to the center of the city. But you just keep following the street, and you'll see it. Just keep heading west. It's a big structure. Then just go north of there. It's the biggest house that, the biggest estate you'll see to the north of that structure.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Come on, bodyguard.
Kind of nod, and you head into this new area. Again, another section with massive stone archways, holding up who knows how many tons of stone and dirt. You see the large forge, similar to the one that's in your part of the city. And heading north, you do come upon a large gated estate, which you assume is probably the Deep Axe estate. There's also several guards out front keeping watch, pretty heavily armored. What do you want to do? You are down the street still. You haven't approached yet.
Okay. He would simply raise his hand and approach slowly, hailing the guards. Hello, guards. Hi.
Immediately put their hand towards their crossbows. Who's that? And one of them walks down to the gate, looks through the iron bars, says, "Who are you?"
My goodness. If I had a gold piece for how many times I had a dweger point their crossbow at me, I'd be a rich man.
Oh, they didn't pull them out. They just put their hands to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Glenn Whisperwind. I know it's a little bit late. I was hoping that I could have an audience or speak with Mormok Deep Axe. I come at the behest of their other noble friend. Their last name
That was...
All right, Kesbin.
Yeah.
From Kesbin.
Gives you a look. This is Kesbin. You mean, Gregaro. The hell does he want? What did you say you're here for?
To meet with Mormont the Axe. I have a somewhat interesting business proposition.
Give me a persuasion check. DC 20.
Okay. I also have brought a gift, as I would not want to arrive empty-handed at such a late hour.
What
That
do
would
you
be
show
rude.
as the gift?
I will take out from my pocket a block that is wrapped in cloth, and I unwrap it, and I say a share of pipe weed from the ice giants from the surface. Their special shamanistic pipe weed, if you know what I'm saying.
Says, well, does hang on, does Mormuk smoke? I don't know, maybe. Says, well, let me go.
It'll be a good time to start if he doesn't.
He says, let me go check in with him. You said you have a business proposition, and Gregaro sent you. All right.
Yes.
So the dwarf heads inside. The other one kind of stays out here, keeping an eye on everything. A few moments later, he would come back out and say, yeah, Gregaro, or not Gregaro, Mormuk would be interested in talking to you. You would have to leave your weapons out here, of course.
Of course. It was the same thing when we met Gregaro. And
Guy nods.
he pulls out his rapier and he just kind of sets it aside.
Alright, so they're gonna patch you down. Is anyone trying to hide anything?
I mean,
No, Uslug just like gives them a pile of weapons.
And just clang, just drops them all in the front gate.
Yeah. Assuming they don't try and confiscate my loot.
Yeah, I don't really have. I am the weapon, so I don't. I just shrug. I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do.
You have your gauntlets, right?
I mean, it's all like integrated into me.
So the guard would say, you gotta leave those here. Points at your weird-looking gloves.
The only way I could do that is if I literally chop my hands off.
He says, well,
Or
then you're
unless
waiting
you have
outside.
like a bench. Look, I don't mean any harm. I'm not like this is like I'm not gonna go punching anyone.
He's a warforged, you see. It's just how he was built, unfortunately.
Hang on a sec. Let me talk to the wizard, see what we can do.
Oh, I don't like that.
So he goes inside. A little while later, he comes out with a dwarf in some cloak, or in a cloak with some robes on, staff. Kind of looks you over. He starts chanting. He says, "Oh, look at you and all your magic." He says, "You are warforged. But you're quite strange. Not like any warforged I've encountered. What exactly are you?"
Yeah, I'm still let's say a human that was reconstructed.
He says,
He's definitely unique. I mean, a meld between flesh and metal.
he says, "Are those artificer gauntlets?"
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He says, "Well, they could be dangerous, but unfortunately, I don't know if the artificer. Wait, can you actually remove your gauntlets?"
I'm pretty sure I.
Because I don't think that's a Warforged thing.
Integrated armor for
Like
Warforged, I think, takes some time.
Yeah, I think you do have the option of taking them off, right? Or were you just bluffing him?
I don't think. I mean, I could remove the armor. It'll take me like an hour, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think you.
And
I mean, unless you want to make it storyline that you can never take off the gauntlets, but I think class-wise that's not a thing. Like, I think you actually can. Like,
yeah, no,
take
I think
off
I have to. I think I have to just. Because it's the feature where I basically break up everything into as part of my suit of armor. It's the that's how I get additional 2 infusions.
Can you link that to me? Just curious what that says.
Armor model guardian, right tools for the job, armor modifications. Or maybe.
So I don't think the gauntlets count as your armor. I think the armor is a separate thing.
Arcane. It says for the arcane armor, you can doff or don the armor as an action.
Yeah, but also I think the gauntlets. I mean, well, actually, do you have the link for your actual gauntlets? It probably doesn't say, but I don't think gauntlets count as armor. I mean, they are technically armor, but I don't think they count.
Well, I'm
as
using my infusion on that though. That's well, I guess it wouldn't have still. It doesn't technically have to be armor.
Are we talking about just like the regular thunder gauntlets, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's.
Says beginning at 3rd level, you can customize your arcane armor. Choose one of the following armor module. Each module includes a special weapon.
Yeah, so I think it's just like a module add-on to the armor, but I don't think that means like you can't take it off.
I mean, story-wise, my intention was that it would like everything's like supposed to be like fused into. Like I can remove it like as part of the armor, but everything else is.
So
basically I made his Arcana check, and he would kind of know what the normal thing should be.
So he can. So class-wise, it says you can change the armor's model whenever you finish a short or long rest, and as far as the armor itself, you can don and doff it with an action.
Yeah.
So I don't think he'd be able to change. He wouldn't be able to change the gauntlets right now, but he'd have to essentially take off the whole armor.
Yeah, that's.
He couldn't just pop off a piece of it? Because it's a...
like it. Because it says he had to change the Thunder Gauntlets, like if you want to change it to something else, or the type of armor model, he's got to do a short or long rest.
Oh,
but
well,
he can
yeah.
take off the
I mean,
entire armor.
Change it, yeah, I'd say sure if he wants to switch to something else, but just like I don't think that means you can't remove it. Like I said,
the way I would interpret it, yeah, if you can take off the entire armor with an action, I feel like you shouldn't be able to interpret it as you can pop off the gauntlets with an action.
Yeah,
too.
that's what I was thinking. Like unless there's a story thing that's keeping you from doing it.
I mean, story-wise, I was gonna say like it's all part like integrate type. I mean, I guess I didn't think
I
about
feel like
how
Vader,
if I
you'd have
could
just
pop
like
it off.
fucked up. You should have like fucked up hands or something.
I guess
I thought you just said Warforged hands, unless that is actually still organic. But
no,
maybe.
my hands are Warforged. They're Warforged hands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't think the gauntlets would be like, your actual hands. So I think you can take them off. Unless like you want to like lie or say like no, I'm not taking them off.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say like the construction on this. I mean, unless you have like a workbench, and this is heavily integrated to me, so I need to strip a little and need some tools.
So you're gonna do a deception.
Is that outright deception?
Well, because I think we determined that you can just like take off the gauntlets and you just have your Warforged hands. Unless, like I said, you want to do a story thing where your guy needs like a whole thing to do it. Because as an action, that would be 6 seconds to just pop all your armor off. So in theory, you could just pop a piece of your armor off. I don't think, I don't think like you need to necessarily take it all off.
Take it all off. Woo!
That would be interesting. Okay, I'll ask. Okay, I'm gonna ask first. I was like, can I again, I don't mean to go bludgeoning around. Can we make an exception for this? I'm not trying to
Give me a first. Well, actually, I don't even know if you could roll high enough to make this. Bringing a weapon into the talk is kind of hard to justify. Give me I'll say DC 20. I'll give you a chance. I don't know if you can roll a 20.
Give me the bardic.
No.
No? God damn it, bro.
Glenn
All
doesn't
right.
want to risk it. I mean, the wizard would probably know what he's doing if he did a bardic inspiration.
Oh, that's a good point. No, that's a good point. That's good. All right.
Alright, he says,
Okay, they're popping up. I'm popping them off. We're popping them off.
so he's
Like
like,
them your shit.
yeah, no, sorry, we can't take any chances, you understand. And you just pop them off. Alright, see, they clank
What sort
down.
of security are these going to be under?
He says, don't worry,
Okay,
we'll watch no one's coming to steal your stuff. We're behind a huge gate.
It's okay.
Okay.
I'm not completely defenseless. Alright, that's
So, yeah, you clank them down next to Uslog's pile of weapons, and I don't know, Glenn, did you have like a rapier there, like your one weapon?
Yeah, he just put my rapier down.
Alright, so the guard leads you inside along with the wizard, where a couple other guards meet up with you. There's probably about 8 warriors altogether, plus the magic user. And you are brought to a room that is filled with weaponry. Also a bunch of taxidermied heads, like some kind of hunter's room. Sitting at a table, or at the table, there's only one, at the head of the table is an older looking dwarf, who's a little bit shorter than some of the other dwarfs you've seen. He motions for you all to sit down as the guards walk over and kind of take their places around the room.
Slug's like, why would a noble need to hunt? I don't get it.
He also looks like he, as you get closer, you would see he has some really nice looking plate armor on. And looks like a big hammer kind of sitting not right next to him, but nearby, like leaning up against the wall. He says, so I've heard Gregaro sent you, and you're looking to do business. Must admit,
Yeah.
it interests me. What kind of business did you have in mind, friend?
And whistles and looks around and says, goodness, they've quite a collection of masterful-looking weapons here, Mr. Deepak.
He says, I do. In fact, I do a lot of fighting down in the deep. It's where my family comes from. I usually spend my time either here or down below. So that's also where a bunch of these trophies came from. He says,
Respect that.
Here, go ahead.
You should respect that. My companions and I, before we came here, did quite a bit of fighting, helping a frost giant clan against some trolls that were doing a barbaric ritual that involved cannibalism and turning them and other ice giant or no, other clans of ice giants involving cannibalism and turning themselves into or eating trolls and turning themselves into fiendish abomination.
So you don't say. Eating trolls gives you powers? Interesting.
Apparently if you do it with an infernal ritual.
Says, I've hunted trolls, never eaten one. Their skin's all gross and slimy.
Yeah.
Does not seem appetizing, but hey,
No, not one bit.
if it gives you
What's that?
powers, might be worth trying.
What sort of animals are like trophies are around? With they
Uh,
like Underdark type?
You would see an ogre head, a chimera head, what looks like a boule head, a stuffed beholder.
Ooh.
Yeah, quite
I've seen a lot of
few,
these.
interesting things in here, all very big.
A beholder, quite the pride.
I've
Says,
fought an undead one of those.
oh, this guy, yeah, he gave me a run for my money. Took out a couple of my men as well. Probably my hardest hunt. Still looking to find a dragon. That's gonna be my ultimate prize. But I don't know if I'm ready to
God,
go.
yeah, that would be pretty
But
sick.
the dragon
yeah.
that's just outside the uh, mine entrance.
He says, "Oh no, that's the giant's pet." He says that would be death to kill that thing. Well, at least if they found out about it. Still, if I could mount that thing in my hall somewhere secretly, I'd definitely try.
Interesting. Well, we might be of more help to you than I originally thought. Is it all right if we sit?
Oh, I thought you were sitting. Yeah, take a seat.
Oh, okay. I figured he was just kind of like marveling at all the cool shit in the room.
Yeah, it was like
Um,
would definitely be just
Oh, okay,
focused
yeah,
on
sure. He's like,
studying
yeah,
these
have a
things.
seat. So now, kind of curious. Don't see many surface folk down here. In fact, usually they end up bodies mounted on a wall somewhere, or decapitated. How'd you manage to get in?
well, you probably won't believe me, but honestly, through the power of music.
Power of music. What the hell is that? Sounds terrible.
You see, I'm a traveling musician, and I essentially, uh, through performance and sing and storytelling, befriended my way all the way from the captain of the guard at the very entrance to the mines, all the way here.
Give me a persuasion DC 30.
Ooh.
Come on. Oh yeah.
Damn.
So he kind of looks at you. He says, "Sounds like weakling stuff to me. Music and art. What the hell is music and art get you?" He says, "Weapons. That's where the power is." But still,
So right.
I
I
got
like
Yeah.
this guy.
Well,
I love this guy.
well, there was a little bit of fighting, and we
Says,
left
"Oh,
our fair share of fire giant bodies behind us, and we even did
Ooh,
a
give me-
weapons trade with Gregario.
give me a, give me a persuasion or intimidation DC 25."
As much as this music and art is weakling stuff, it has gotten us pretty far.
Yes. It's all right.
Says, it's all
But the
you."
nice thing is, when it fails, thankfully, my companions and I have the steel and magic powerful enough to fell whatever gets in our way.
He says, "Well,
Um,
I don't respect your method, but I do respect the results. Obviously, you're here talking to me, so." Now you said you were killing fire giants.
yes, we just broke into one of their vaults and stole a whole bunch of their shit and probably killed about a little bit more than half a dozen of them.
I think it was
Maybe
8.
some forge masters as well.
We I picked my tooth. Specialize in fire giant cleaning service.
So he sort of looks at you as if he's thinking, then kind of looks to the guards and says, why don't you guys wait in the other room?" And you notice now the guards are kind of, maybe a couple of them are whispering to each other.
Can I do an insight check on to see if does he seem
Yeah,
I don't know,
sure.
like-
Anyone can give me an insight check. I'll say DC is 15.
All right. Yeah.
worth a try?
Alright. So you get the feeling he might be a little worried now if his men heard that you killed fire giants, because maybe they would think that he should turn you in if you're attacking the fire giants of the city. so he might be a little bit concerned now. But the
Gotcha.
soldiers will nod and walk out of the room. And he would say, I'm assuming you're jesting about all this fire giant killing. Obviously, you wouldn't come into the city and attack the fire giants.
Oh, of course. And
Give me a deception. I'll say DC 25 on this one. I'll say 20. Yeah, 20 to convince everyone. All right. I don't think you can roll below a 25, can you?
No.
All right. So the guards are like, oh, ha, ha, and they're like, kind of, the tension breaks a little, and but Mormick says, all the same, you guys wait outside. Wizard, you could stay here. And he says, Brebus, you can stay as well. And like one of the larger dwarves nods and sits down. But yeah, as they all leave, he kind of lowers his voice and he says, it'd be wise to be careful who you say that sort of stuff to. While I have respect for martial prowess, technically the giants are still our allies.
He nods and...
Or go ahead.
He nods and he leans forward and he says slightly, is everyone in the room left? Someone you can trust?
Oh, did someone come into the game?
Yeah,
oh, it's Miriam. Okay.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, I heard it a while back, but I forgot to acknowledge
that's
it.
fine.
I was just role playing. So what was I gonna say? All right, he says, you say you stole something from the giants. Where exactly did you steal from?
I would tell him the vault that we stole from, because I'm not really sure where it is.
A Moradin temple.
Yes.
Says, the Southern Moradin Church. Okay. Yeah, I mean, not the most secure, but definitely sticking your thumb in the eye of the fire giants doing that. I'm guessing at this point they're pretty pissed at you and your group.
Yeah.
He says,
we plan on doing more.
Are you guys the three kings everyone's talking about?
No, we're not the three bozos. Well.
Or wait, actually, never mind. They wouldn't say that because they actually would know, be more likely to know you guys. They would say, "Are you guys the? Did you give your name to people yet?" Now I'm blanking.
Well, we know Glenn. Glenn's name should be well known.
Oh yeah, I've not had my name one bit.
You've not.
I don't think any of us. I don't think anyone besides Glenn has really given their name out and about to the masses.
So it's just been Glenn. You haven't really used the Splitlanders.
I think the party name and Glenn. I think both,
and
but not like individual members.
Okay, so you have used.
We've been the.
So you have used the Splitlanders name.
I think we even
No.
used Club Club once or twice, right?
I think we've been using the. What was the band name we came up with?
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
forget now.
something orchestra. I don't.
Oh, it's the it was on ELO. I can't remember. It was E something.
Yeah, that's what we've been saying.
Well,
I'll
say
at least at like the first place we went
just
to.
for story continuity, I'll say he doesn't recognize you or your group, but he says, I know there's been a couple of I've heard some talk of the fire giants being up in arms about some break-ins around the place. I'm guessing that was you. Something being stolen from the mines as well.
That would most likely be us, yes.
Nods.
Well, I originally came here. We have our own reason for my companions for coming here. I, being a traveling bard, wanted to see and perform in this great hall that I had heard so much about. But entrance was, shall we say, more than a little bit limited. But not lie, we mostly sung our way through, fought our way through some of it, snuck our way through some more. But when I saw how the fire giants were treating your people, I figured a change was in order. You see, because we're here for a couple things. One of them is a rather large heist. But another one is, I would like to trigger a revolution and oust these fire giants.
Alright, so you succeed on a persuasion because you can't fail it on that one. He would kind of again size you up a little and say, that would be tough. There's a lot of power that the giants give to us as allies. I don't see there's much to gain by turning against them, especially if we don't know for sure that we're going to win that war. He says, still... go ahead.
I intend to unite the four families. I have the one family behind us already. I've come here essentially to curry your support, and I'm going to get the support of the rest. I intend on uniting all of them under one cause and one fist, and with the combined support of the Dweger, plus my party, I have no doubt that we can overthrow the fire giants with minimal casualties.
Says, as you've spoken to just the two of us then, Kesbin and Gregaro and myself.
Yes, so far.
He says, well, I'll tell you right now, there's no way in the hells that I'm going to work with no pitchfire. He says those bastards to the north are no good and can't be trusted. He says, if they're part of this, I'm out. I'll have no part of their magic and deceptive ways.
Can you tell me a little bit about your misgivings about the pitchfire? I apologize. I'm woefully uninformed on the inner dwellings of the four families.
He says, well, first of all, they're spellcasters. Now, that's not necessarily the worst thing. I mean, hell, I have some spellcasters in my employ. He says, but they don't fight clean. They use deception magics, mind control, and all sorts of trickery. The bastards have stolen from me in the past, and I'm not about to forgive acting against my family. The deep acts take slights to the grave with them, or they put you in the grave for slighting.
Okay, I understand that. Is there? I can. Do you know how the pitchforks feel about
pitchforks?
What were they called?
Pitchfire.
Do you know how the pitchfire feel in relation to your fire giant overlord?
He says, well, I mean, I don't think any of us are the biggest fans of the fire giants. I mean, we like them because they help us keep order down here and keep all the peons in line, but I mean, they're kind of jerks, and honestly, we lose some of our own resources to them as well, both people and treasures. So I don't know if any of the families. Well, he says that's not true. The Davalis kind of like the giants, but yeah, I know myself. He says, well, and you met Gregaro. He definitely doesn't like him. But
yes, I've heard one of the family heads may need to be replaced. It sounds like the Davala, maybe.
Under new management.
He says, wait, the Davala aren't terrible. I mean, it might be hard to convince them, but I mean, if you give a really good argument, they might be willing to.
Oh, good.
To work against the giants. I guess it would depend on what sort of power would be replacing the giants and which families would get most of the sway over the city, especially who would get the Molten Chapel. He says, I myself am not all that interested in the Molten Chapel just because I don't spend as much time here as some of the other families. But that might be a bargaining chip you could use to get the Davalis on your side, offering them the chapel for their help. Although that might piss off one of the other two, because they'll probably want it as well. He says, but, see, I'm helping you already. He smiles.
I appreciate that. Now,
So for the pitch fires, I mean, no one says you need to, go firm handshakes, whatever. But what if, coincidentally, when you guys took some actions against the fire giants, just by strange sheer luck, they also decide to do it at the same exact time.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I just want to take some notes on what I just said. Because I didn't have all of that planned. All right, sorry, what did you say?
I think, no one's saying, I understand your deep resentment to the pitch fires. And no one's saying you need to go sit down, firm handshakes, brothers in arms on this. But, if, let's say you decide to do some action against the fire giants, and by sheer coincidence, absolute luck, unluck to the fire giants, they decide to also do something as well at the same time. You wouldn't have to intersect ways or anything, but it would be a very favorable coincidence.
Give me a persuasion check, DC 30.
Oh, I'm not failing. It's just not going to happen.
So he says, well, you were talking about making one of the families disappear. I can tell you if it was the pitch fire, you'd definitely have me in your corner. But as for working alongside him without seeing him, I still don't want to have to share this city with those bastards.
Well, no one's saying you need to go kumbaya with them currently. What if, afterwards... I don't think of it this way. Aren't the fire giants keeping you from having your way with them?
He says, sort of. It's also a political thing. I can't, or at least I don't want to act directly against them. It's politics are complicated, but yeah, I don't want to get part of the city on my ass because of it. Now, if someone else were to act against them independently, that's a different story. Especially some people who are causing so much trouble to the fire giants obviously went after the pitch fires and had nothing to do with me. And he gives you a wink.
I see. And now, is it just the pitch, like the entire pitch fires, or what if we had some shuffling of management, or you're interested in this four-way roadshow becoming a three-way?
He says, well, I mean, if you took out the head of the family, I wouldn't begrudge you, but I'd prefer you took them all out so I don't have people coming back later with other people to try to grab power from me.
What if we were to cut the head off the snake of the pitchfire and install a leader that would agree to essentially be your vassal?
This is, yeah, that could work. Some kind of secret new head of the house. How would you even do something like that? Is this more magic
eventually,
trickery?
no. Eventually, at some point, you want to stop the heads rolling. So,
Well, we can.
We'll take that to the drawing board.
Well, the method in which we use may not be tasteful, so I think it's probably rather you not know. But essentially, I think we could kill the head of the Pitchfires and install a second in command to leadership, and and we just make sure that they are a friend and fan of your family and agree to be serve as your family's vassals.
He says, well, how are you going to get the rest of the family to follow that? I mean, Osborne is pretty well established as the patriarch. I mean, if he just went missing and some other guy came along, I'm not sure how that would work.
Does Osborne have a son?
I do admit
he's got a bunch of sons, though none of them are all that old. Still, any one of them could be an heir. You know, dwarves, they're mature enough to take over his mantle. Some of them are down in the deep. Some of his family, like me, come from below.
Do you have any particularly in entrancing daughters?
Do I? He says, I got a daughter, yeah. Why do you ask? He narrows his eyes.
I'm sure it's not for me, but wouldn't it be to the Pitchfires, to whoever is the new head of the Pitchfire family, what would happen if he coincidentally fell in love with someone from the Deep Axes, and he would be predisposed more favorably to help you all out?
Give me a persuasion DC 15.
God damn it. Why can't we put these ideas, Ocean Glen? Come on. Alright, persuasion. Alright, this is please for the love of God. Oh my.
Story point?
I'm not using story point.
Alright. And he says, there's no way I'm gonna wed my daughter to some dirty Pitchfire boy.
Now, is there something the Pitchfires could do to gain your forgiveness? Some sort of tribute or offering they could make to make you forgive them?
Give me Osborne's head, and I'll forgive him. They could disperse and go back to the deep. That's all he says.
Huh.
Is there any way you'd be willing to put aside the grudge just for long enough to win your independence? And then you could go back to feuding.
Give me a persuasion check, DC 30.
Oh, Flash of Genius, that.
Oh.
That's not gonna, damn.
So he says, while I'm not crazy about the giants, I also don't mind them staying in power. If we're going to make a new city, I don't want those damn Pitchfires to be part of it. I want them gone. And this is the perfect opportunity, so I don't want to throw it away. He says, you'd do good to get in with the Deep Axes friends. He says, Gregaro has some interesting stuff, but we have warriors. Our people can be of great value if you're going to fight those giants. Like, we can cut them down pretty good. He says, Gregaro's more of a politician, and the Deepfire are the Pitchfire are magic users, and I think they only just throw fire around and use deception, so I don't think they're going to be of much value.
Have you heard the phrase fighting fire with fire?
He says,
I know you're not a big fan.
Well, the fire giants are immune to fire, so I'm not sure how that would help us.
Not on them. I know you're not a fan of the. I know you're not a fan of the Pitchfires, but let's say let's say let's say we go over to them, come to an agreement. I throw up air quotes and say, and then during the chaos of this entire revolution, they accidentally, air quotes, get cut down during this entire debacle.
He says, some trickery you got going on there.
Like I said, we're not big fans. But look, what's important is we're trying to get this through the door, and if we have to break a few eggs or maybe use some of their own tactics to take them down.
He says, "How would?" Or go ahead, Glenn.
The loss of the power is going to be a problem if the fire giants ever try to essentially build up an attack. There's going to be, I know you don't see the honor and value in their way of fighting, but as a caster myself, there is a place for us on the battlefield.
Let me throw in an additional thing. One warrior to another. I'll throw in, and after all this entire thing, we can go upstairs and slay that big dragon. I'm not talking about the little pet they keep. How's that sound? I know you wanted that huge dragon head in your collection right here. I'm not a collector as much. I just like the thrill of the fight.
He says, "What were you saying about the pitchfire accidentally dying while we were fighting the giants? That kind of interested me." What did you have?
A lot of explosions and big bludgeoning actions are going to happen if Osborne all accidentally gets smacked by a boulder or gets thrown off a cliff. It's wartime. These things happen, and it's truly tragic.
Give me a persuasion. I'll say DC 15 again.
Please, for the love of God. All right, persuasion. Let's go! Finally.
So he looks to Glenn. He says, "And you could agree to this, or is this just your bodyguard talking?"
This is just my bodyguard talking.
Well, I'm not just a bodyguard. What do you mean? I'm sorry,
That's how he identified you to him, though. But yeah, he would say.
I don't think killing the entire clan of Dwagar is worth it in the long run, because it's going to weaken you if the fire giant ever try to come back. I can understand you not working with them. What if what if we take out the family, the noble family, and if we can get the soldiers remaining to pledge themselves to your house instead?
He says, "You mean Osborne and his sons?"
Yes, if we kill Osborne and his sons, I'm sure the remaining soldiers would rather pledge themselves to your house and live than die for no reason.
That's what I was saying. Like, if an accident, I'm not saying let's, wipe them out during the fight. I was saying.
Well, that's what it sounded like, that you're just like, all right, we're gonna kill all these motherfuckers.
No. I was saying during the fight, like I said, if Osborne and some of his sons all coincidentally, trip and, fall on a stalactite, this thing happens to come. I can't make, everyone accidentally go fall off a bridge.
So
the problem is that the people that are not in this conversation are the goody two shoes of the party, and that
we left them all home.
We might have a.
Well, actually, one of them is. Uslog's kind of goody two shoe, but she's been staying quiet.
And it's interesting to hear from her, but it's more Miriam and
I was gonna say,
Chomsky.
Yeah,
we come back and be like, hey, we have a plan. It just involves killing this whole family of innocent.
I assume this is out
Dwager.
of the game right now, right?
Yes, yeah.
Uslog,
and they're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Well, so he's gonna, and you can't fail on that persuasion check with a 25, but he's gonna say, I think that's an acceptable offer. I don't have anything against their mercenaries or their hired help. It's just the family I want gone, so I think I can get behind that. I do have to know more details about how all this is going to go down, obviously, before I commit any of my power or forces to an attack. So I'll say a tentative yes to your proposal, on the condition that the pitchfires are out of the picture by the end of all this.
He does.
The main
I understand.
family.
We're still. We want to get, like you said, tentative commitment from the families before putting something down on paper and planning. But
Well, don't forget, we're gonna go beat up a dragon upstairs.
This is the Diwali are going to be the ones who are going to be tough to convince, but I think you might be able to do it if you offer them the Molten Chapel. I mean, they don't.
Oh yeah.
They don't love the fire giants, but they're definitely, of the four families, they're the most on their side.
I mean, look, you everyone can win something from here. You you get a pitchfireless future. Grigori or whatever his name is gets his revenge on the fire giants, and they get the Molten Chapel. The pitchfires, that doesn't really matter what we promised them.
I mean, I figure we'll just promise the pitchfires the Molten Chapel as well.
Yeah, and then
we're just gonna kill him anyway.
Well, you definitely don't want to tell them that you spoke to me. In fact, I'm not sure how you're going to get them to agree if they know that I'm in on this, because they don't, or I assume they don't trust me. They know how much I hate them. But
maybe I'll just start off by saying we spoke to Kakari, and I'll leave your name out of it for now.
Yeah, that'd probably be wise. It's all right. Well, Glenn, you're an interesting fellow. I don't fully agree with your methods, but I look forward to see what you can accomplish.
Thank you. I look forward to it as well. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, you too. Now, where are you guys based right now? Are you in our halls here somewhere, like at the inn, or how would I get in touch with you?
We're in the south right now.
Yeah, hiding.
Probably the best way to reach us would be through
Grigaro's area?
Yeah.
He says, what's the name of that inn down there? Forge's Fancy?
About that. There's a couple of fire giants corpses where that used to be.
What do you mean?
And nothing much else.
Oh, they destroyed the inn? Oh, those jerks. I like that place.
That Forge Master, he lasted a longer time than the rest of them. So give him props. He was a Chad, He did last quite a while. I'm kind of like flexing that since we took out a Forge Master.
So where are you staying then, if not at the inn? Do you have a house somewhere you're hiding out in, or just in a cave? Like I said, how would I get in touch with you?
You have magical means? Oh, who am I
Let's
talking
do
to?
We're in again. We're relatively frequently in touch with Grigari. So if you want to pass a message or that type of stuff.
And he nods and he says, "All right, I'll get in touch with Grigaro then. Here, this might come in handy." And he would hand you a scroll, and he says, "You can use this to get past the gates. I'll let you through."
Oh, that's really helpful. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. This is very helpful.
At least to my area. I'm not sure if Grigaro gave you permission to pass through his.
He did, thankfully.
All right. So yeah, that'll get you past the gates without questions. Yeah, I'll just say you're working with me, and the guards won't give you any trouble. Won't get you past giants. Be careful about using it in places like the Molten Chapel or any place where the giants are in control. Those guards won't
Don't worry.
respect it.
Usually the giants have a hard time trying to get through us, if you know what I'm saying.
He says, "I'll take your word for it. Those, even I kind of respect the might of the giants. Those guys don't fuck around."
Neither do I.
He says, "Unless you have magic trickery used to defeat them." That wouldn't surprise me. Giants aren't great against magic trickery.
I don't need no tricks. I did win the what was it? The bowl that we've had down. Remember, I'm the champion of the.
Oh,
Arena,
are you gonna
yeah.
tell him? Are you gonna tell him that?
Yeah.
Give me a persuasion check, DC 10 with advantage.
All right.
Alright.
Oh my god! I'm at 9 with
Aw.
a flash.
He says, "Really, you fought in the championship? That's impressive. I don't keep up with that as much anymore, but good work." He says, "Yeah, I haven't been to the pits in a while. I feel like most of the people there are kind of weak these days. None of the old
I agree.
dwarven
I
blood."
know, right?
Says maybe what he's like is a warforged, sirs. I guess maybe a warforged will bring some new blood in that's worth watching. Maybe I'll send my my people to keep an eye on those fights, get an idea of how powerful you are."
Definitely.
Says, "Heck,
And
maybe
like I
I'll
said,
even,
after this,
jump in and
let's,
take
you
you
know-
on at some point."
Oh, I'm down for that, and I'm very down again to get that dragon upstairs once we're done with this business.
He says, "Yeah, that's I would definitely be interested in getting the that dragon's hide in my hall somewhere. I have the perfect room for it." He says, "Well, it was lovely meeting you all, and hopefully we'll be in touch soon. Just be careful about who you tell this plan to."
You're
Of
not.
course. We know there are a few sellouts that that alerted the giants. Fortunately, those giants themselves didn't live to tell the tale, but we're aware.
He nods. All right, so what are you guys gonna do?
Oh, by chance, do you have any magical items available for trade? We have. Speaking of the loot that we got, would you be interested in a little tradey?
He says, "I don't usually trade my weapons. They're all kind of hard fought, and they all have stories. Unless you have something really valuable, I'm probably gonna pass."
Which we don't.
We have. Let's see. Let's take a look. We have. Okay. No. This is.
I mean, it doesn't sound like he's interested. We should probably get back so Miriam can actually join the session.
Well, we're gonna. Oh, are we just assume she isn't with us?
I was assuming I was here, but maybe not. I guess.
You probably are back at the base.
Oh,
Just
okay, in that case,
because
yeah.
Yeah, because
they
I had
used
no way.
a-
Because I could only invis 3 people.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
yeah,
a specific
we can go.
amount of resources used. All right, so
Okay, no problem.
or go ahead. Is
No, I was saying no problem. Let's go back.
is Uslag gonna say anything?
No, I mean I agree with all this plan, everything.
Just kind of keeping
All right.
quiet, listening. All right.
Yeah, I mean this is all kind of like par for the course with barbarian tribes. I feel like so
Yeah. All right.
taking
So
out the heads.
the group is heading back very late at night. Say you guys get back around midnight, just in time to go to bed. Do you want to tell Arapel about what happened, or are you keeping it to yourself for now?
Oh, no,
I
obviously.
mean, we can tell. I mean,
So, we kind of made a deal that hinges upon the Bitchfire's management getting laid off. After this fight, they might be out of work, and I throw up air quotes.
Elaborate. I do not understand this laid off.
Well, you see, when sometimes you have a job and Unfortunately, there are tough circumstances in, these things like,
Economy's
war,
bad.
economy's bad, and sometimes,
You just get an
you
axe
know,
in your head. It's weird.
yeah, so like, the management decides we need, to, cut some layers of other management off, and in this case, we're quite literal, and we're, the Pitchfire family, uh, is getting an axe to the head.
Raldo would say, "Are we sure we don't want to go the other route and team up with the Pitchfires? I feel like magic would be more valuable against giants, wouldn't it?"
He sighs. I'm like,
Hey, I was pitching the idea with, to get the daughter and the son married. All right,
If only you
no
had
one.
rolled better. That was actually not a bad idea.
I know. That was like, damn. I'm sure I thought of that. I was like, that was a
You
good
could
idea.
always try to speak up and give a reason to support that idea. Then I would let you both roll. But yeah.
Maybe
So
I'll
go ahead.
try and pay him a second visit before everything goes to hell.
We can try the other way around. We can get one of their daughters to fall in love with the son
Yeah.
of their thing.
You get the
Let's distract the other
Pitchfire daughter to marry the Deep Axe son or whatever.
Yeah, that's what we'll try.
All right. So I assume the group is going to bed.
Yeah.
So go ahead and long rest. We'll say nothing terrible happens during the evening. You guys are still in a pretty good spot. Actually, let me just double check that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that long run.
Hang on a second, actually. Let me check something. I rolled a 100.
Whoa.
Which
out
wasn't a 1,
Godzilla.
actually. Yeah. So, not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, it turns out Godzilla did show up, actually. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
Cthulhu rises from the sewers.
Let me think.
God, it just reminds me of an open world game I was playing, and they did random tables, but he had really messed up things that you could roll on the random table, and we rolled one, and it's just like, oh, we're just heading on our way to town, just like, oh, I rolled 100. Yeah, so Ragnarok starts.
Oh
my God.
What? It's just like, you're joking? No, literally Ragnarok starts.
It's time!
It's like, what?
No, okay, let me see. I'm trying to think who this would affect.
Oh no.
Alright, you know what? I think I have an idea. Malin. Actually, any of you. If you want to spend a story point here, you might get a boon. If any of you want to spend one,
Get a boon?
I'll do a story point bidding war or something.
A bidding war?
Who wants to offer me a story point for something random?
Ooh.
Random isn't good, or
Probably good.
Probably good.
Ooh.
Probably
So
good.
it's a little bit of risk to it.
I mean, I'll throw 1 point in, but I'm not gonna go crazy.
Is
Yeah.
it, can I ask, is temporary good or permanent good?
I can't reveal that.
Okay.
I'll throw
If
it
you
in.
all want to throw a point in, I'll probably do a roll off.
Sure.
I'll throw one in.
I don't have that many, so I'm gonna pass.
All
So
right,
wait,
you're gonna
story
pass?
points? Okay, yeah.
All right, so if you and Uslag are gonna throw one in, I already kind of know what I think I'm gonna do for Malin story-wise, but I'm Yeah. Go ahead. Give me d20 rolls, you two.
Always 50. Oh my god.
All right.
I'm
Well.
so sorry.
That's okay.
That makes it a little easier. All right. So during the night that night, as you are all kind of settling down, Malin, you... What's your passive perception? Oh, it's terrible. All right. So...
Well, if it's based on hearing, I have advantage.
Okay. So that's 15. So you're, and you don't sleep, right? You do, like, your weird
rest, yeah.
Warforged thing.
Mhm.
So you're sitting in your room when suddenly there are hands around you and a dagger to your neck, and you hear, "Don't move." What do you want to do?
Interesting. And who do I have the pleasure talking to?
You hear a laugh, and what's her name? Shoot, can't remember any of my NPC names.
Oh, was it the Void Giant?
Diddy smiles as she
She doesn't seem like...
comes
Diddy's-
around and gives you a kiss, and she says, "I really enjoyed our walk in the park."
Oh, trying to. I thought we would have to get a little further till we got a little kinky.
She gives you a look. She says, "I just gave you a kiss. Jeez. What do you mean kinky?"
Wait, isn't she the one holding the daggers around me?
She laughs. She says, "Sorry, I was being stupid." She puts it away. She says,
Okay.
I just wanted to drop by and say hi, see how you're doing."
Pretty good. We had informative discussion with the deep axes. We might need to put some work on them. They don't really seem so thrilled to work with the pitchfires.
She says, "Why is that? I don't know anything about these families."
Yeah, it's like, inter-party politics once where it's like near blood oath against the other, and it's a whole messy business. I tried to give them the Romeo and Juliet maneuver, but he wasn't really thrilled about the idea.
She says, "Oh, like marry one of them off to the others?" That's a pretty classic noble one, isn't it?
Yeah, bingo. That's what I was saying. But he wasn't such a big fan of that.
As well, I could always do some snooping, maybe find out more about the younger people and see if there is a chance for something like that to happen. These things can happen without their parents' permission.
You're absolutely, you're the smartest person I know. And by the way, did I mention that you're super cute looking tonight?
She says, "You didn't, but now that you did, I'm happy about it." She would give you another kiss. So yeah, she'd probably hang out in here a bit. Now, would you be trying to be more romantic with her, or still keep it kind of friends?
I'm down to be romantic.
Has he ever been trying to keep it friends?
Yeah, no, that's. I didn't burn off. I just burned a story point for this, so this is. Not gonna...
Give me a persuasion DC 10 with advantage.
Okay, this is. All right. This better turn out better than last time. Flash of Genius, 100% Flash of Genius. We're at 10.
All right. So you use one of your Flash of Geniuses as you guys hang out, and you further a little bit of a romance here. I'm not going to go into details, but yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. So that's all that happens. I just wanted to use that 100. I didn't roll a 1, so nothing bad happens. It is the next morning, 7th of spring at 8 a.m. What do you all want to do?
I was a little worried there. I've I was like, "Yep, she's gonna turn on us." This is
Oh.
the moment.
Oh, the
Spent a
daggers, I'm
story
like,
point
oh.
to have her
I was
turn
like-
on you. That would be
It's like,
hilarious.
oh my god, this is.
No,
I was
no.
like, for some reason, I thought like the void giant had teleported back, was like ready to stab me or something.
Well, if it was the void giant, it would have been a lot bigger.
Yeah, there would.
It'd be like
she's not the
huge
stealthy
arms
type.
wrapped around you. Yeah. But no, she was just being playful.
Gotcha,
but yeah,
gotcha.
what does the group want to do today?
I wake up in an extraordinarily, but uncharacteristic good mood.
Yeah. We do have the concert today.
What a great day for a concert. Honestly, Glenn, did I ever tell you that you're just phenomenal at what you do? Honestly, you're just such a great help to the party.
Well, thank you.
This concert's gonna go be a smash hit.
I'll say maybe Insight 10. Everyone might think Malin is in better spirits than normal. Maybe something's up. But yeah, out of game though, we are still missing 2 people. I mean, we could just try to do it with the 4 of you. But yeah, I don't know if you want to do something else or if you want to do that. What do you all think?
I'm gonna take a quick break and then
Oh yeah, Glenn, you can completely tell that he's you probably like got lucky or something. You've seen this before. I mean, Glenn knows all about this, obviously. He's like,
his eyes
ho
is like, methinks you had a visitor in the night, huh?
It's a lovely evening, birds chirping. There's no birds down here, are there?
Bats squeaking.
Bats, yeah, bats squeaking, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He busts out his lute and he starts to play. Malin and
I strangle him. I can strangle him right now. I strangle him.
He starts to jam up, sitting in a tree.
Alright, this is my strength roll. I'm going first. You're strangling him right now.
Alright. You shush him. Shush.
This looks like Malin and who?
No. He was talking about, I had some really good ideas about the trying to marry them off yesterday. Yeah, that was a really good idea. If only he can buy it. We can work on that.
Quickly changing the subject. But yeah, we can do a break. Take 10, and you guys think about what you want to do.
Sorry, I'll be right back.
Yeah. I'll check on my dogs.
Be right back, too.
Alright, back. Anyone else here? Guess not.
back.
Yep.
Wait.
Let's see. Yeah, I think we should be. I think we can hold out at least for the beginning, and then.
Yeah, I don't think we'd get too far at this point. We've got, what, an hour left?
Yeah, I don't think and then I don't think we're gonna get flattened in an hour. So. Wasn't the one time I was not there, and the rest of the party was pretty low in health, and then they took on like 5 of them and one of those big guys, the double shield guy.
Master? Oh.
No, the other one.
Oh yeah.
And that was like early on. It was like 3rd, 4th, like because we were like outside the cave for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, we were kind of taking them out.
Yeah, then we got.
I think.
I did not.
But we
get
did
enough
have
sleep
Hohenheim,
last
I
night.
think, which is important to consider.
What was that, Lou?
So I did not get enough sleep last night.
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm a little low energy.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
You've been doing just fine.
Yeah, I really didn't notice.
Yeah, I've been in my new place. Ended up having to wake up early, and then I woke up even earlier because the heat wasn't on.
Okay.
So I just stayed awake. So
Doesn't
now
the
I'm
cold
just-
usually make you help you sleep even more, or no?
Not me. I need to be. I had this like really crappy cover that had a bunch of like holes in it, so I was feeling the cold, and I turned the heat on and put on my cover. But at that point, I was awake, so I couldn't fall back asleep. So I got like 4 hours of sleep.
Dang, I'm sorry. That's interesting though. I mean, like, I would think usually like it's the cold usually really puts people to sleep.
I mean, for me, if it's cold and I'm under a blanket, like I like that. But
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it's cold and I'm cold, that's I don't sleep well.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
And that blanket was not good.
Yeah. When we had Superstorm Sandy, it's like several years ago now, but that was like I feel like November something, and it was pretty freezing. We just didn't have like any like heat or power for like a week or something. So that was not a fun week.
Yeah.
At least everything in the fridge didn't go bad.
Oh yeah, because you store everything out
Yeah.
inside.
How are you
We had,
doing,
like,
Mary?
She back?
How is she?
Oh.
I went out to dinner. My father-in-law wanted to take us out for my husband's birthday, and then we met some people for our drinks after. And got home, and my brother's dog had made a huge mess, so I'm still working on that.
Yep.
He's
Okay.
just gone for like 12 hours at a time, and I don't even know. Like, I don't think he's working today, but I have no idea where he is.
Your brother, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He lives with us, and he has an elderly, incontinent, special needs dog, and he has never been a good caretaker and animal owner, and now she's old and has a lot of needs, and I don't know.
Yeah. One of my dogs is blind, so that's really challenging.
Well, I mean, I don't resent taking care of her because I'm here, and can. But the thing is like, he never tells me his work schedule. He never tells me, hey, I'm gonna be gone for 10 hours this day. He never asks. He never, nothing. I don't know. It gets old. I don't blame the dog, obviously. But...
Yeah, that makes sense if you feel taken advantage of. Like, if he's not, like, thankful, then yeah, I can see that.
But yeah, anyway, just complaining a bit. But yeah, I've been up and down. Like, I've got you guys in my ears, but I've been up and down cleaning up. It's pretty, like, we have a 3-level home, and I don't know, we call it the basement, but it's really like the ground floor level. Like, it's ceramic tile, and
Is
we've
there
got a whole
poop everywhere?
pen. Oh, it's everywhere. Everywhere.
Oh,
Like, we have a
Oh.
dog pen. We have a dog pen but it's like 8 by 10. Like she's got a huge area, and like I mean it's tile, and we've got like reusable pee pad, like dog pee pads, like down in part of it and what have you. And but you still, you still gotta, yeah, there's a lot to clean up.
Yeah. That's one of the worst things about being a pet owner. Like, I cannot stand poop. It's really hard for me to deal with it when they're puppies and they're just pooping everywhere.
Honestly, I mean, in my experience, the dogs have been more messes and more care when they're elderly than when they're puppies. But then maybe
Yeah.
I've just had easy to train dogs or something. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I mean, and I've cared for elderly dogs and not had a problem with it. But she's particularly messy, and she's not my dog, and I never signed up for this. So it's like, well, I try to give her the love that she needs and the care that she needs. I'm a little bitter about it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure how I deal with that once my dog gets old. Like, if I'm just gonna try to keep it somewhere where I can easily clean it up, or if, just have poop-covered carpets.
Well, I mean, no, I mean, she does not have access to any carpeted area intentionally. Like, well, technically, like, he does take her to his room for some nights, and so he's got like an area rug in there that I guess she could soil, and she could soil the bed, but for the most part, no. I mean, it's not a matter of long-term damage. It's just a lot to clean up, at the time. We've definitely like dog-proofed our home in a lot of ways. We've been here 14 years now, and we are dog lovers, and we've had cats that have made messes too, and stuff over the years. So for the most part, we've done everything we can to make that as easy as possible, where stuff isn't permanently ruined.
Yeah,
we have hardwood or tile on all of our floors, except for like area rugs, and the carpet. The stairs are carpeted.
That's definitely the hardest part for me, is cleaning up pee and poop.
All of what I'm hearing is exactly why I have had cats my whole life.
Well, the
my
frickin',
cat, no. Oh,
the
I am
pees
done with
all
cats.
over the place.
I am done with cats. I had a cat that damaged so many places in my home so badly. Like, it did. Like, we had one cat in 2,300 square feet, 4 litter boxes. One cat, 4 litter boxes on 3 different levels. Everywhere she started peeing, we put a new litter box, and she continued
Just found
to
a new
like
spot.
we had to cut out drywall, baseboards, hardwood floors, some of the subflooring in a couple areas after having her for 3 years. I'm done with cats. I've had dogs my whole life, and I've not had nearly as much damage as I had from one cat in 2 years.
Yeah, it sounds like you got unlucky.
Yeah, because it's so weird, because I've never had a cat that had a problem with
She used the litter box to poo, but she peed everywhere. And I don't know if you guys are familiar, there's a product you can get. It's meant for like gardens, to keep like critters out of your gardens that eat your vegetables and stuff. But it's like basically a sheet that with upright pointing plastic spikes that animals don't like to step on. We had rolls of these plastic spikes like in the corners of my living room,
everywhere.
my dining room, the stair landing, the guest room, part of the hallway upstairs. Like, there were plastic spike sheets all over my house because we kept adding them.
Sounds
then
like
we
you
would add
feel
either
strongly about this.
we added either a new litter box or plastic spikes every time we found a new space that she was peeing, and she just kept finding new spaces.
I think
She
she's
caused
just
so
like
much damage.
messing with you. She's like,
Maybe.
hee hee. She's just a jerk. Yeah, our cat was peeing, but I think she had a urinary tract infection, because she's been better recently. We also started letting her out in the backyard, and she pees out there.
Well, I don't like to be the person who gives up animals, but my husband finally took her to a no-kill shelter. And honestly, like, I never would have given her up, because I'm like that person that's like, she's our responsibility. We took her in. She's ours now. Even though we took her in as a favor to someone else and it was supposed to be temporary. But that cat, like, latched onto me, and I was the only human she was actually nice to. So, like, I was really committed to keeping her. But the damage she caused each time I found a new piece of furniture that she had damaged, or a new spot she was peeing, I got to the point where there was so much anxiety about it that I literally cried a few times when we found new spots. And it got to the point where
Yeah.
my husband made the decision because he knew I couldn't.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Did you have other animals at the time when you had
Yeah.
the cat? Or?
Yeah, but they were, we had the most submissive dog in the world that was nice to every creature he ever met, dog, cat,
The only thing I
human.
could think of is it being like some weird kind of dominance thing.
Oh, she was a complete asshole. She was a cat that had been unadoptable, basically. So we were regulars at a local brewery, and that brewery went under. They when they were new, they had gone and adopted a cat for their a mouser for their grain room, and they went to this place and said, "Give us your most unadoptable cat." So they got this cat that had been returned 4 times. And this cat hated most everyone, patrons and staff alike at that brewery. And every now and then there was certain persons she tolerated. And I was one of the people she decided to like back when we were just, see her occasionally. And then when the brewery went under, they were under specific instructions that this cat could not be in a home with other cats. And all the other people that said that were willing to take her or would have taken her had lots of cats. And so they asked, I don't even know why they decided to ask Steve, but somebody asked Steve hey, would you guys take her for a little while? We can keep looking for a home if you guys don't want her permanently. But so he's like, yeah, sure. And so he brought her into the house, and I hadn't had a cat in over a decade, but she immediately chose me. And it was really good when you have an animal that just really prefers you. And she was super cuddly, and she would let me pick her up. She would let me scritch her. I could make her come anytime I wanted. Not with a verbal command, but I would hold out my hands and just wiggle my fingers like as if I'm scratching on her sides, on both sides of her. And she would come straight over and let me pet her and stuff anytime. And nobody else could get near her, but I could pick her up and carry her around and get her to come. And I don't know, it was, I really liked her personality, but she just,
yeah, I
don't
think
know.
I think animals can. I mean, it's just like people. Sometimes you can just be assholes no matter what. So,
Yeah. Well, anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to usurp all the time there, but
that's fine. Were you saying something, Glenn?
Oh no.
All right. So, yeah, where were we? It was the next morning, and we were trying to decide if there was something we wanted to do today, or if we were just gonna go and wait for the concert. So, what do you all think?
Huh.
I think we can go for it. I mean, if we're talking out of game, I think I don't think we're gonna get rolled in in less than an hour, and I'm pretty sure we can hold out until the rest of them show up. Plus some of this the concert time. Plus it's alright.
All right. So, yeah, we can pass some time. The concert's supposed to be in the evening. That's when everyone has been told to meet at the park. So did you want to do anything throughout the morning into the day, any downtime activity, or did you want to just pass time? Because you do have enough time to do a downtime activity day.
Can I swap an infusion out since it's the morning?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna instead of a necrotic, I'm gonna get fire resistance.
Okay.
Probably should have done this sooner.
Oh wow.
You're using one of your infusions for that?
Yep.
How many? You have 3 infusions or something?
Because I have plus
How many levels do you have in Artificer?
9 levels of Artificer.
Okay.
So that's infusions known at level 9 is no, infused items is 3 plus because of the armor modifications thing. That's 2, so 5 total.
Okay. Well, if anyone has a day of carousing or pit fighting or anything you want to do, you can go ahead and put a day towards it. So let's see. So it's about 4 p.m. It's getting close to concert time. Any last minute things the group wants to do? Or are we ready?
Guess we're doing it.
Alright, Raldo would say, just keep them fighting as long as you can, but, you know, if you gotta bail, bail. The more time you can buy us, the better. I'm assuming you're gonna be playing for a little bit before enemies show up, but yeah. Just do what you can to keep their attention. And obviously at some point you're gonna have to bail, so don't get yourself stuck there. You might want to try to figure out a way out. Although I heard one of you can teleport, right? Or
Nudge, nudge, Glenn.
does Glenn fall asleep? Is Glenn there? Are you there, Glenn?
Well, this is going to be a problem if our musician is decides to black out the night before.
Glenn's drunk in
Like
the
the-
green room. He's like, yeah, leave me alone.
Okay, there
Like
you
the intro music is playing and like
This guy get on
lights
stage.
keep like
Leave me alone.
like the spotlight keeps shining on the stage and then
Changed my mind.
around.
He's
No
just
Glenn.
drunk in the back. Did you hear me, Glenn?
No, I took away just for like a second to grab a drink.
Oh, so Raldo had asked, you have a way of teleporting, right?
Yeah.
So that might be an easy exit as long as they don't have someone who can stop you. But yeah, he was basically saying just stay as long as you can, buy us some time. The more time, the better. But don't get yourselves killed or anything. So
All right.
yeah.
I give Diddy a good luck and a little wink.
She will smile and give you a little wink back, and she says, I'll see you later. So don't get killed. Gives you a wink back.
You gotta restrain the giants. We might clear them out by the time we're done.
She laughs. She says, well, then that'll make our heist that much easier. So sure, if you can do that. Alright. So the group has their stuff and they're heading over to the Gorbin Park. I have a map for this. So I think you already, booked the venue and had all your people giving out, or telling everyone about the event. So when you get there, there's already quite a few people here. How are you setting up on stage? I'm not going to put tokens for all the people in the audience. But yeah, it's basically kind of right before one of the deep dwarves who kind of runs the place is asking like where you're going to be on stage. So go ahead and place your tokens like where you think you're going to be during the rock concert or during the concert.
Where is that again? Oh yeah.
The stage
See maps.
is here.
I guess
Yes.
I would.
So you're not actually on stage. I just want to know where you're going to be.
Is there can people come up onto the stage easily from any direction, or did is there,
No,
like,
the
kind
stage
of the
is
stairs?
yeah. You need to use the stairs. The stage is about 5 feet high, so someone.
so they could come up from any direction. If they came down to
I mean, it
Okay.
would be difficult terrain, but they could probably hoist themselves up if they
Right.
wanted to.
Arapal would probably try and like position himself kind of someplace forward and towards the stairs, but yeah, I guess.
Now, are any of the rest of you playing any instruments or doing anything to help with this performance?
I mean,
I think Hohenheim is.
Hohenheim is supposed to-
Arapal would beat his tambourine if you guys told him to and gave him a rhythm.
Ding, 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 ding. All right.
Right.
So do you have performance proficiency?
Arapal?
Yeah.
No, but
Okay.
he's high charisma, so.
We
Alright,
like
sure.
music.
Well, our Arapel is just like dancing around like a crazy person. Beating
No,
the
he's not dancing.
tambourine.
It was just one of the other performances when people were just like making up what we were doing to accompany Glenn. I was like, okay, do you have a tambourine? And then Arapel's just like very robotically, like you give him the rhythm and he can keep it, but like he's just shaking the tambourine or tapping the tambourine against his thigh in whatever rhythm you guys told him to.
I do kind of like the idea of just a robot dancing around on stage.
That's
as,
definitely
like,
Hoenn.
as the performance.
I'll be the MC. I'll hype the crowd up. How about that?
Well, if you don't have a musical instrument tambourine, I guess sure you can play a very basic like rhythm on your side or something.
I mean, all I need. Okay, I'll beat my like hand axe against my thigh or something to make percussion.
Do what's that? The Stomp? Do you ever see Stomp, the Broadway show?
Oh yeah, all right, yeah.
Oh,
So he
like
just like
stomping your foot.
you guys teach him snap, stomp, and clap, and then you just give him like various rhythms to accompany each of your numbers, and he like just does the rhythm for it.
That's what you all were doing this morning before the concert when we had all that time.
So Uslog's like what, the bouncer? She's kind of off on the
Yeah,
side
she's
of the
just
stage.
arms crossed, leaning against the corner of the stage there.
All right. What
Keeping an
about what about Malin? Where's he?
I'll do the intro. Like I'm gonna go like before Glenn gets on stage. I'm gonna get the mic and hype the crowd up for him, and then I'll be the bouncer.
Wait, you know it's gonna be charisma based, right?
God damn it.
Hi everyone. How we doing tonight? You suck. Get off the stage. Yeah, it's probably gonna be charisma based, so I don't know if you still want to do it. I mean, you can make an attempt. I mean, unless you roll really low, you might still get some hype.
And then when Glenn comes in, he's gonna cast Fog Cloud to bring
like
the low line.
Fog machine. All right.
Yeah, I mean, can you get? I don't know. Can you give me the bardic for that then? Or is that wasted a bardic?
Does anyone else in this group have performance, or is it just Glenn?
I know Hoenn's got decent charisma. I don't know if he's got
We're just gonna
performance or
say
not.
Hohenheim was like he's like performing in the background.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hohenheim maybe is using minor illusion or something, which I think he has.
It's robotic like orchestra. That's what we were called. Sorry. I was just thinking about it's
okay.
Glenn and the two more forged up there. So,
Let me see what
yeah, sorry, that just came to me.
cantrips does this guy have? Prestidigitation, shape water. Oh, he's got a bunch. Minor illusion. Okay, so apparently Hohenheim has all the cantrips. So yeah, you can do like light up in the air, prestidigitation. So he's just like kind of the soundboard mixer, just doing a bunch of different sounds. All right, so there's quite a large group of dwarves out there. They seems like your people have done their job well, and there's a pretty big crowd. Looks like they've been drinking, so that might make it a little bit easier to entertain them. There's like a bunch of people in the audience with steins, and all these dark dweger dwarves are just drinking a crap load of ale and beer. And a couple of mugs are going flying back and forth, and maybe there's a couple of fights breaking out. The guy would say, all right, they're getting too rowdy. Come on, we gotta get this going. Hype man, you're on. He
All right,
says,
can you give me a bardic? Or are you gonna keep that in?
All right, so he's like, you got this, buddy. Slaps you on the shoulder, bardic
Don't fuck it up.
inspiration.
All right.
All right, so you come on the stage. What do you say?
Irish. Hello, everyone. Now, how are we all doing tonight? Or
Give me
yes.
a persuasion DC 10.
Am I gonna have to make multiple of these, or?
I don't know.
Oh boy.
Probably not. If you're just hyping up the crowd, you're probably only gonna need the one.
Okay, so let's do DC 10 with the bardic. So start off.
I'll say if you
this.
get higher, you'll get better results.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't even need it. All right.
You get a bardic.
I mean, I'll flash a genius that, but that's 20.
All right. So yeah, the dwarves are pretty drunk. They're just like, woo! And a couple of beer steins come flying at you. Obviously thrown by people with terrible aim. But yeah, the crowd is into it. They're like, play us some music. Hurry up. Glenn, play something. Where's your instrument?
It's not even good. Ladies and gentlemen, now is the moment you've all been waiting for. Coming to you from all four corners of the globe, the one, the only, Glenn Whisperwind!
Wait, that wasn't Glenn? I guess not. Where? Get off the stage! Where's Glenn?
God damn it.
Alright, so there's a bunch of cheering. There's some hecklers in the front, but Glenn comes out. What are you doing, Glenn? You said you're gonna right away chant and do a fog cloud.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and place your fog cloud. Link it and place it. Where's it going? You gonna throw it on the audience or just on the stage here?
On the stage. Let's see.
Alright. It lasts up to an hour, so it'll be here a while. Give me a... Well, after you place it, give me a performance check. I'll
Like
give you advantage
Hohenheim's
on it.
lights, it would be like his silhouette through the fog.
Yeah, his eyes are flashing.
Pretty cool.
Now he's stomping his foot for the percussion. Alright, so the stage is filled with a fog. Give me a performance.
Alright, come on.
The advantage, 16. Ooh, excuse me. There is a bunch of clapping, a bunch of woos, and a couple more fights breaking out in the audience. They seem to be excited. Someone says, "Play something pretty! Play something loud!"
Say something pretty.
Aw.
What are you gonna play?
I just yell out, "Alright, you guys wanna rock?"
Yeah!
I'll do something, like, I'll do like a rock song, something like,
Something more like fast-paced and angry.
yeah.
What type of instrument are you playing again?
Is this a turn?
As angry as you can get on a sitar. Alright, give me another performance check. I'll give you advantage on this.
Alright.
Alright, so you start playing. Angry is an interesting choice as the crowd was already riled up. It's getting even more riled up now, and there's a bunch of people yelling and a bunch of like clapping and fists being thrown. Audience is getting even more like rowdy. A couple more beer
Alright.
mugs come flying up on the stage.
It's time to mellow things down. I'm gonna go into ballad mode. I'm gonna go into the lighter waver mode.
Oh, what a tone shift. All right, to go from
Yeah.
angry to light, I'm going to say it's a DC 20 performance.
Okay. I'm gonna do like
Let's slow it down.
I'm gonna do like an Aussie ballad. I'm gonna play like Dreamer.
Nice. Yeah, I love that song.
You have
let's see,
advantage
come on.
again. Oh, all right. So there's a beautiful melody as the crowd almost immediately like stops what they're doing and just starts like staring up at the stage, tears in their eyes, as you're playing this lovely melody. No more beer steins are being thrown, and everyone's kind of on the edge of their seat. Someone yells, "We love you!"
Nice.
I love you too.
So the music continues. You would notice Glenn, and actually Uslag might start noticing too, as he's getting close to the end of the second song, some armed people start moving in at the edges and kind of back area, which I will show you where they are.
Ooh.
Armed Waker or Fire Giants?
Dwager. Oh, actually, hang on. I might need to... There would be lights so you could see them. Where's my lights? Because, yeah, this place is pretty lit up. Okay. So yeah, you kind of see towards the back there a bunch of looks like soldiers coming up kind of towards where you guys are. What do you want to do?
I'd,
Glenn is still playing his beautiful music. The crowd's definitely into it.
like kind of try to make eye contact with Arapel, and I can't remember who else had seen it. And, kind of half draw my weapon, questioningly, I guess.
Where are the soldiers coming from?
From back here.
Oh, okay.
Like kind of back near the one of the houses back here, you'd see a bunch of
Okay.
Dwagers sort of running up towards where you are.
I figured I continue playing until, I mean, if they get close enough, I would essentially try and turn the crowd on.
Yeah.
Alright,
I mean,
so-
I'm gonna crack Crimson Thunder gauntlets on, but I'm just standing by for now.
Where are you exactly, the hype man? Like, are you back behind the curtains or something?
Well,
Why
I
don't
think
you
where's,
place
like,
yourself?
I guess I'm parallel to Uslag is, so I feel like Uslag's like watching one side of the stage, I'm on the other side of the stage.
Alright, can you place yourself?
So where would you walk up the stage? Like, I guess like Uslag, would you be like here?
Can you not
Yeah,
see
Uslag's
her?
right-
oh, I
right
guess
here.
you don't see her on the map. Yeah, she's there.
Oh, so you did. Okay, so like,
Alright, so you're kind of on this side opposite her.
yeah.
Alright, so you finish your song. There's a kind of a silence in the audience for a moment, and then there's a bunch of cheering. You would see several of the drunk dwarves like kind of rushing up towards the stage.
Ooh.
Looks like they're trying to like hop up on, maybe give you a hug or something.
Arapel tries to high five the fans because he's recently been taught how to high five.
Alright, so
Uslag would do
Arapel-
like the bouncer thing and just kind of usher them off.
Yeah. I'm gonna,
Like,
whoa, whoa,
gently,
whoa.
but like no.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna. All right. So, how gentle are you being?
Not very.
Me either.
All right. Give me give me strength checks. DC. I'll say 10 because they're drunk.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, you kind of intercept them and just like spin them around.
I
and
would maybe
toss
like
them
throw
back into
one
the
like
crowd.
to like crowd surf. Like I would like let like one of them crowd surf. Just like
Yeah, we're
here.
like we're high fiving and we're crowd surfing them and like doing things to make it look like we're partying with them because we want them on our side.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, everyone's super fucking drunk right now, so
Yeah.
you could probably kill one of them and they wouldn't even realize it. Give me a persuasion check with your throw. Or sorry, intimidation. I'll give both of you one. Say DC of 5.
Okay. Even if I'm throwing them to crowd surf.
Yeah, I
well,
mean, generally they don't want to be
Okay.
thrown, and I think Malin did just like toss
Okay.
them.
Ooh.
All right, so yeah, the others who are rushing are kind of like whoa, and they kind of back off a little as Glenn is going into his second foggy song.
Yeah. Don't
Or third.
mess with our bard.
Well, like yeah, you said Arapel, you went to the edge of the stage to high five people.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, the little short robot is just high fiving. Give me what type of song are you playing now for your third song, Glenn?
I'll do something like a rock anthem. Not angry, just kind of like something more like, I don't like Motley Crue. Something like just like a headbanger.
Queen.
All right, give me. I have good music for this. You know what? I'm just gonna use the action music. Give me another performance check. All right, 17. So, yeah, I'll say DC 15 on that. So yeah, they immediately once you start getting like more of a rhythm again, the dwarves are getting kind of riled up again. Like yeah, but not as bad as before. You would now have a couple of coins flying up on the stage as people are like throwing some money up at you, as well as the beer steins. Give me an acrobatics check. DC 10 as one comes flying at your head. Alright, so like, whoa, like just dodge to the side as a beer stein goes flying past you. And one guy yells, "I hate your music, get off the stage."
Can I call him out and like say, "Whoa, whoa, it looks like we have a party pooper. Hey, everyone, what do we do to party poopers?"
Give me a persuasion check, DC 2.
I mean, the question is, what do they do to party poopers? Are you like
so everyone's
inciting
yeah,
like
fuck
violence
that
here?
guy, and they all just jump on him and start beating the shit out of him. Get the fuck out of here! Ah! Like, oh god, and he's like under a bunch
Looks
of
like we've
people
got
who are
some
like
party
kicking and punching
poopers.
him.
Party poopers in the back there.
Wait, were you sicking them? Oh, you sicking them on the guards? Do you
Not yet,
say
not
that?
yet.
I just said, yeah. I mean,
You yell
I
that.
just said that.
Give me a, I'll say DC 15 persuasion, because those guys have swords.
It's not gonna happen. But...
Oh, Flash of Genius then.
Oh,
Oh!
14, Flash of Genius. So a couple of very drunk dwarves turn around. They're like, "Get out of here! We don't like people with armor and weaponry!" And they just start throwing beer steins at those guys now. Meanwhile, Glenn, you finished your third song. You managed to get two of these guys tackled, and they're getting beat up, while some other guys are running over to try to help them. Glenn, yeah, what are you doing for your fourth song?
Efforts are more fun than I thought.
Something
now-
upbeat, like
Now
We're
the
not gonna
guards
take it.
are... Oh, we're not going to take it. Yeah, now the guards are definitely, on the other side at least, moving more towards the stage. And a couple more start showing up from the back. Alright, give me another performance check. I'll say DC 20 on this one. Because there's the crowd's getting a little out of hand now. 15. Alright, so it's getting a little bit harder to perform. They're not rushing the stage, but everyone's kind of distracted by the guards and all the fighting. You think you're losing the crowd a little bit as you finish the song and more of the Dweger are showing up. What do you want to do?
more soldiers are showing up.
Perhaps.
Yeah, by
sing
the
some
end
sort
of this song, you see a bunch more soldiers coming in on the this side over here.
Glenn,
Hey, they want to
know
shut
any-
us down.
do you know any Drugar favorites that everyone would join in if you begin singing them?
I do know some dwarvish songs. He's like, they're trying to shut us down.
We need some like
Do you
Sweet
wanna be
Caroline
shut
or
down?
something that everyone's gonna sing along to.
The man's trying to shut us down. Be proud, Dweger. Don't let the man shut us down. And he starts to sing a song in dwarvish,
All
like
right,
an
more.
old dwarvish, like an old dwarvish hero's tale.
All right, give me a performance DC 15, and again I'll give you advantage.
Ooh,
25. All right.
Yeah. Trying to make
Uh,
them, rebel against the soldiers. So just like, don't let them shut us down.
All right. So yeah, a bunch more drunken Dweger are like, "Hey, you can't shut us down. This concert rocks," and they're gonna start rushing at them. So yeah, now the Dweger are kind of engaged, fighting with them as well. Let's see. So these four kind of get trampled by the audience. The ones up front. Ah! And the others are kind of just throwing punches. They're trying not to use their swords yet. They're not actually. I'm just marking them as down. But yeah, there's chaos and there's just anarchy everywhere. Is this your fifth song you finish? And
Yeah.
at this point, you would see giants.
Make a pitch against the fire giants. Say like, stop fighting amongst yourselves. The fire giants are the real party poopers.
Hang
You should
on a sec.
say that to the crowd.
He yells that out. The fire giants are coming to shut us down. Do you want to let these motherfuckers shut us down?
Oh, and there they are, right on cue.
And everyone's like, "Oh God, it's the giants!" Give me a,
Can I jump on stage and like transform and like howl really loudly? I want to like roar the crowd up.
Give me ooh. All right, are you gonna keep singing, or are you gonna like stop now and like try to like
I'm
more
going
talking?
full. Yeah, I'm gonna go full like inspire mode. Like, don't let these fire giant bastards bring us down.
All right, give me another
Let's show them.
performance. DC 20.
Can I say I'm helping him because I just jumped in? I like transformed. Like,
Well, he's
put out
already
a
at
show.
advantage because of
Oh,
all the lights and everything. All right, give me a persuasion check, DC 30, as the crowd now seems terrified.
Oh.
Well, I'm
Can
next
I
to
like?
it.
I'm gonna reach over. I'm gonna reach over and guide him.
I'm
Alright.
gonna flash a genius. Even though we're at a 34, I'm just gonna put it over the edge. Another 3 to make it 37.
All right, so you somehow convince these mostly unarmed audience members to go at the giants, which you quickly see was probably a bad idea for them, as like the first giant with the fire shield just like swipes, probably killing like 12 of them.
But think about it. This is gonna spread throughout the Dweger community.
You
Yes.
know what
And
those
it's gonna
giants
be-
did.
Oh well, yeah, no, I mean it's great
Yeah.
for what you're trying to accomplish,
Yes.
but it was bad for the audience.
Oh yeah.
As like
That's
yeah, they
like
basically
easy.
just like walk up and just start pasting these little giant or these little dwarves.
Aw.
Like just one gets like split in half. Like they're just like mowing through them. And after a moment, the audience realizes it's like, oh God, run! As like they're just destroying everything. But it does buy you guys some time to do stuff. What do you want to do while they are? I'll say like, why don't we do combat at this point? Give me initiative.
Yeah, I
rolls.
was gonna say Uzlog, that would send Uzlog into.
Oh wait, sorry, I
Combat
gotta
mode.
clear initiative. Hang on. Clear. Okay, go ahead. Roll initiatives.
Solid.
Yeah, so basically, the double shield one yells, "It's the ones that have been attacking our, that attacked the church. Kill them!"
No,
And
you.
yeah, everyone's on initiative.
Huh.
So the first act is Uslog. So at this point, yeah, the giants are basically like pasting a bunch of the drunk dwarves that were unfortunate enough to charge them. What are you gonna do?
I'm guessing that this whole area is just packed full of.
Oh yeah, like
dwarves.
that. There's just dwarves everywhere. The ones in the back, like the back line, is just getting decimated. Some people are screaming and running. Others are throwing their beer steins at the giants very ineffectively. But yeah, there's a lot of people between you and them. I'd say it's all difficult terrain if you're trying to move
Yeah.
past.
Yeah, I mean, I've got. I can. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do then. Oops.
It's a massacre.
I mean, we're just trying to kill time. Like, let them. Come
Yeah.
To us.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rush to them. She's gonna pull out her javelin of lightning, but I'm not sure if I can get.
Wait, wouldn't that hit everyone in the crowd if you threw it?
No, I guess not. Oh yeah. I forgot about that feature. No, she can't really do anything at this point, but she wants to because she doesn't want them to like kill.
All right, so you're kind of. Okay, so yeah, what do you want to do?
Probably can't even throw any sort of thing at them at this point and hit them. I'm gonna climb up on the
you
stage.
could probably bow shot them, but yeah, if the javelin of lightning would AOE the whole crowd, which
Yeah.
would probably be counterintuitive. All right, so you
I'm gonna let them come to us, but I guess I would yell like, I don't know. Yeah. I feel I want to do something, but I just can't.
Alright, so you climb up on stage. What action are you taking? Or are you taking any actions?
Dodge.
Dodge action and no bonus actions?
Yeah, if we're letting them come to us, like I can't really do much right now.
Okay. So that is it for you. Glenn, what are you gonna do? They basically are kind of going through the back of the crowd right now, just like squashing dwarves.
Would that 40-foot square hit the four in front?
Yeah, it would hit some of the audience as well, but
okay. I am going to cast slow.
Alright, so as part of your performance, you hit a note on your cittern, and there is an explosion of magic.
Time to slow it down.
Boop, boop. Alright, so the giants get wisdom saves. That guy failed. Slowed. Second guy fails, becomes slowed. Third guy fails, slowed. And the fourth guy they are all slowed as you begin concentrating.
I don't know if it hits any further in the back. I thought I saw one back there for a second, but I'm not sure.
No, there's no other giants back there right
Okay.
now. You do hear a lot of banging and heavy footsteps. There might be more coming, but you don't see any just yet.
Alright, he just yelled out, I've got those four slowed. Focus fire. I'm gonna bring down their defense, and then I will move behind. I'll do one turn.
Alright. So, Malin, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna ask if we wanted to take them down, or we just want to just let them come to us still. They're all slowed.
Well, they have a huge audience in front of them, which will probably take them a while to splat through if you want to let them just start killing drunk dwarves. Which they're kind of already doing, but yeah. So far they haven't, right now it looks like they're kind of distracted. Like none of them have taken out rocks and like are getting ready to throw them. Like they're pretty much like just gonna start killing dwarves unless you make yourselves like seem dangerous.
I mean, it might help us if we go and show that we're defending the dwarves, right? I can probably, if I cast haste, I can book it over to here right now.
Oh man, I could have been heading over that direction.
Just smash through the crowd.
That we were running.
No, that's what I'm asking. I'm saying, like, if we want us to wait, then...
Well, it depends. I feel like we've had enough casualties to galvanize the Dweger on our side.
Okay. I will... check my spell slots real quick. It's not little.
Son didn't get the memo.
No, that's my bad, because I said let's hold back, and then I changed my mind.
Let's hold back Uzlog. I want to be the first one.
I know, she was rearing to go, too.
Alright, let's take a slow slog. Psych! You
Yeah,
son of a bitch!
That sounds about right. Alright, yeah.
He
I'm
just
hasting.
wanted to fight them all himself.
Yeah, I hasted. Alright.
Alright, so you're casting haste on yourself?
Yeah.
Alright, so that's 140 feet of movement to get there.
Okay.
Which I think you can do? Or wait, how much can you move, actually?
Well, it's a normal. I normally move. Right. Just let me.
I think you can do 60, right? Because
Yes.
it doubles, and then if you dash, that's 120. So maybe you can't make it there yet. I guess if you ran, you could almost make it there. Because you'd be like pushing people out of the way and, yeah.
Can I
fighting
try
through the
running on?
crowd.
Can I try running on top of them, or that's still difficult terrain, I guess? If I make this
if
athletics
you,
check.
I'll say, well, I think almost that would be more acrobatics if you're trying to keep your balance while, like, running across people's backs and shoulders. If you want to spend a story point, I'll say you can do that.
No. Oh, that's fine. I'm not gonna burn the
Okay.
story point for that.
Yeah. All right.
I already
So
burned one for far more. Oh yeah. Okay. We're just gonna. All right. We're just gonna book it over. So.
All right.
Over here.
So you do your dash getting to there, and I assume that's it for you because you're out of
Let me see.
time.
Yeah. I don't have anything else. Yep. We're good.
All right, Arapel. So yeah, you see the wolf just start pushing. Or did you shift yet?
Yeah. When I jumped on stage, I transformed.
Okay, so yeah, you just see him like slamming through dwarves, sending them flying as he goes rushing at these giants. What do you want to do?
That I will move forward as well. Where did our wolf go?
I took off down the.
Can you
Oh,
see
I
him?
see now.
Yeah, I think
I guess
he's.
not. I guess if I guess I thought there was lights in this arena, but I guess not.
The lights are
Although-
kind of at the edges, so there are some lights, but the whole
Gotcha.
place isn't lit up. Because like
And
the
the
crowd
goggles
is
only
kind
give 30 feet. Is that right?
60 feet.
Oh, because I can't see Glenn on my screen.
He's
guess he's
he's
a little bit
outside
fast.
60 feet, so that would be
All
why.
right. And what is this aura that's here?
That's his fog cloud.
Oh,
That's his smoke machine.
Oh, which would have
Oh, right, because yeah, you're
Hang on.
concentrating on slow. Alright,
I will jump down off the stage
alright, clank.
and move. Gosh, like I'm pushing. Well, I guess would it be difficult terrain if I'm trying not to injure people as I walk through them?
Yeah, I mean, even if you go past them, like, politely, it's still gonna slow you down
Okay.
a bunch.
All right, then.
So yeah, at this point, there are a bunch of people who are less drunk trying to flee as they see, like, a bunch of dwarves in the back getting pasted.
Yeah, I'm gonna activate my aura, my incense aura, which
Alright.
is the same radius as the protection aura I already have up, and then I'm going to just shoot a sacred flame at try this guy.
Alright, so you do a sacred flame. Let's see. Who are you targeting?
The dreadnought.
Alright, big guy. Alright, so he has to make a dex save. Oh, no, he does not. So he is struck by a bunch of radiant fire, now looking directly at you and roaring. Anything
That's my
else?
turn. Yep, that's it.
Alright. The fire giant over here is just gonna laugh, happily pasting a bunch more dwarves. This one here is going to... Oh, he's going for Malin. He goes, let's see. Can he get to you? Yeah, so he kind of moves this way. And he is going to this way. And he's, well, actually, no. He knows what his boss is going to do. He's not going to get in front of him. So he's going to stay back and throw a rock at you.
Can I as my turn is ending, like call out in as big a robot voice as I can muster? Dwarves, clear the way! And I would
So-
say it in Dwarven.
Malin ducks as like a dwarf behind him just gets turned to mist as the rock just like smashes right through him.
But Can I have shouted out to the dwarves in this aisle, basically, to get out of the giant's way?
I wouldn't have said that.
Well, they're already like most of the audience now is
They're
fleeing.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's just a fun.
I-
The only people still here are like a bunch of drunk people in the back who are still trying to punch the leg armors of these giants, and are not doing very well.
Okay, so since it was all difficult terrain, I thought that there was still a lot more people right here in the aisle.
There are, but they're trying to, because it's a huge crowd, so they're trying to disperse. So it's going to take at least a round or two. But yeah, that's it for that one. This one, who can reach you, is going to stop swinging at the dwarves and instead take a swing at you. I think 22 would miss you, because you're hasted. So he swings and you dodge it, and he's slowed, so he can't do another. The Dreadnought. His shield's now fully flaming, covered in viscera from all the dwarves he pasted. Is going to just charge forward like a freight train. Right through the crowd. And through you, unfortunately. Moving 30 feet, I need a dex save.
A dex save, okay.
Or wait, hang on. I think it's a strength save.
Yeah, strength save.
Wait, let me read this. First time it enters during it makes a fire shield. Oh, it makes an attack. If the attack hits, then it makes a save. Okay. So he makes an attack against you. 25, I think, just misses you, right?
Yep.
Alright, so he slams into you with the shield, but luckily you are able to kind of keep your balance and not get just sent flying as just like a bunch of dwarf bodies go like pinwheeling through the air this way. He will then turn around and roar at you.
Do I get pushed back, or... Oh, no, I got moved to the side.
Yeah, you get kind of moved to the side as he does that.
Can I not see him? Like, this whole area is dark for me.
Oh, don't you have goggles of dark vision or something?
I do.
Alright, so I don't think they're turned on. Let me turn them on.
Oh, okay.
There. Can you see now?
Yep.
Alright, so yeah, that is it for him. As he just took out a huge swath of the crowd. New round, Uslog.
I'll run in. It's gonna take me a while to get there, but...
Yeah, I'll say the crowd will be difficult terrain for another 2 rounds, then they'll disperse fully.
Can I, like, jump over...
You can jump,
benches,
yes.
Or... Okay.
Jumping is a way to avoid the people.
Okay. Alright, so it would take my action to get here? If
How
I use
far
my
can
action?
you jump?
Not jump. I'm not jump. Oh, okay. I would jump over each of the benches, but...
I thought you were doing like a leap over the audience.
No. I'm just kind of like hopping over the benches.
That will all be difficult terrain then.
Okay. So it would take, if I use my action, would I be able to get...
So what do you do,
40
40? So you can go basically 4 squares.
Okay, so that's my...
That would be your action and your movement to get there.
Yeah. So then I would bonus action rage. And that's it.
Alright, that's it for you. Glenn.
Concentration.
Yeah, at this point, even the drunk people are like, oh shit, as they like just saw like bodies pinwheeling through the air and everyone's kind of running.
Then we'll make a big show of it. It's like, no, we're not going to let you kill these people for no reason, you evil fire giants. He makes a big
I
show
thought
of
you
it.
were gonna like try to convince them to stay and fight. Would be hilarious. Okay. Come on, you guys can take them. Go for
We're
it.
not gonna encourage.
trying to be the heroes as heal.
Yeah,
can't.
there's already been quite a bit of Dweger blood. You probably made your point.
So I'm trying to make this so 24.
No, it's never enough. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, if you stayed on stage, you probably would have taken them a few rounds to murder everyone to get to you. Or at least murdered as many as they could. Give me a performance for that last little, like, hurrah as they're all screaming and running.
Alright,
I'll say DC 15. Okay, so yeah, you think you may have done pretty well in convincing this crowd of the horrible giants, of how horrible they are.
I don't think there's a way I can do this and get all 3 of these giants and not hit. Yeah, there's no way I can. Damn it. Okay. So I'm not. It was almost. Giant was just a little bit closer to a perfect synaptic static. But instead, I'm just going to. I guess I'll just vicious mockery this giant right here. I'm going to play a tune and say, "Look, everybody, he looks like a bitch."
I think he's out of range.
Oh, that
Well,
man,
sure,
yeah,
you can hit this guy though.
Yeah, target the Dreadnought. We're gonna start taking out the Dreadnought.
Yeah, I'll target the Dreadnought.
Hey Dreadnought, you suck. Glenn's right to the point.
All that armor, you compensating for something?
Says no, and he feels bad. So he takes a psychic.
Alright, and that'll be my turn.
Alright, Malin.
If I move away, is this guy gonna? Oh, he doesn't. He can't use his reaction to hit me, so I can just go up here, right?
Yeah, and you'd still be in his threat area, so. And 20,
Oh no, this
30.
guy.
Oh, that one? Yeah, no, he couldn't because he was slow.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. All right. Time to start whacking away at him.
So you move 50 feet over to here. Why didn't you take the flank from the other side?
I can. Like here.
Where you
No,
were
where you
before
were
was
over
perfect
here.
flank.
Yeah, you were opposite.
I set you up for a flank. Dude. This
Yeah,
Fox
sorry.
just she's just giving you a hard time. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Come on, Uslog. Okay.
Alright, yeah, 26 would strike, punching him with the Thunder Gauntlet. Doing 9 points.
I need to warm up. These ships.
Yeah, gotta get the Thunder Gauntlets going. Second, ooh, nope, that is gonna miss. Tank.
Okay.
26 will hit though,
Nice.
at 28.
There
For
you
another
go.
17.
Didn't you have don't you have Bardic Inspiration?
Oh no, that was at the beginning of the show. It's been more than 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Kind of wasted that. And
So I was surprised you didn't just use it.
yeah.
Is that it for you?
One more punch. Oh. Right. Okay.
Alright, so he is taunted, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he is very upset at you. Anything else?
What you gonna do
Alright.
about it, big boy, huh?
Air repel. Oh, we are a little over. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
let me do air
Can we
repel.
finish this round? Or? Okay.
I can stop at the Giants. I can have them go next week. What do you want to do,
Okay.
air repel? Now the music is going like rock music. Why
Nice.
wasn't this coming up during the actual concert?
Is this still difficult terrain?
Currently, yes. The crowd is still screaming and dispersing. But it's going to be difficult terrain till the end of this round.
Alright, then I will move 15 feet.
As people are tripping over you.
Let's put a and anyone in my aura at the start of my turn that's been injured, any of the dwarves that were injured would feel like healing radiate off me and
Alright,
feel
so
a little better as they run.
maybe some of
In case any of the dwarves happen to put 2 and 2 together and be like,
well, anyone
know
who's
that it had.
yeah, anyone who's injured back here has probably been trampled because, like, yeah, these guys are just one-shotting the dwarves who they actually hit.
Gotcha. I just didn't know if anyone would feel some degree of soothing and understand that it was somehow coming from our party. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, no one's on the giant side at this point, especially with Glenn's little rousing speech there. Everyone's like, "Oh God."
I'm gonna put chromatic confusion on my sensor.
Okay.
And choose acid, and then I'm going to do another sacred flame on the dreadnought.
Alright, another sacred flame at the dreadnought. Oh, I roll initiative. That wasn't what I was supposed to do. Well, whatever. His initiative, I think, was split his backs 3. Alright, so he does a dex save. Oh, he makes it somehow. Sees the flames coming and just jumps to the side.
Good thing that initiative roll didn't count.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Alright. Yeah, I guess we
Good thing for him.
we can end there as we're getting into the fighting part of the concert. Hopefully we have everyone next week.
Hopefully.
Let's do MVP votes. It's an interesting session. Alright, so, oh wait, I think I need one more. Alright, Glenn with 2 votes, you are the MVP.
Thank you.
So you would gain inspiration.
I am inspired.
You finally made it to the concert.
Oh, that's right. You had inspiration
Yeah.
last time as well, like this entire game.
Yeah.
It's been Glenn's party is getting a lot of love for his performances.
Yeah, even Uslog's like, man, concerts rock.
Yeah, see?
This is more my thing. It's like, okay,
Yeah,
forget just the little
Easy.
singer-songwriter stuff. Like, I'm here for the metal.
Yeah,
She wants some mosh.
when
Yeah.
everyone started throwing fisticuffs, she's like, "Wait, what? Oh yeah!" And she just
Like
jumps
this little-
in, like slamming dwarves around.
That's what we call a mosh pit.
Yeah, I mean,
Rock.
even though we were waiting for them to come to us, the reason Arapel he knew it was going to take a while to get to them, and he saw them